with that being said, this is gonna be a festive one because I broke my other camera stand. All right, y'all. Let's see. Mm, 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 hmm. All right, so hold up. Get my nunchucks. I actually have to go get my nunchucks today. Ah. Ah. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Fraz? You know what I'm saying? What it is? What it is, Aiden? What's up, Pennywise? What's up, Dope Boy? What's up, Envy? What's up, Terrell Johnson? What's up, I Don't? What's up, Anaya Harris? What's up, NM Games? I'm here. What's up? All right, so type of one in the chat if you guys can see and hear me good. Type of two in the chat if you can't hear or see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I still. But yeah, like I said, you know what I mean? A lot of you guys were asking me earlier, do I still do the boxing thing? And you know what I mean? Like I stopped doing the boxing thing or whatever, at least with the company that I was boxing with, because they, like the main guy who was promoting this, he kept setting me up with goofy bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what ended up happening was, I suck. You guys remember my first fight, you know what I'm saying? Type of one in the chat if you guys saw my first fight on YouTube where I went in there and just, beat the living crap out of the guy, you know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I went in there and just beat the living crap out of the guy was, you know what I mean? Like the reason why I won that fight so fast and so easy and so good was because that dude tried to bully me before the freaking match. You know what I'm saying? This douchebag had the nerve to, like, before the fight or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, I live streamed the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, before my first match, I go up in there and whatever, and I'm trying to, like, I go and try to be cool with him. I go to try to make friends with him. I'm like, hey, man, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I know we're opponents or whatever, but, like, hey, man, it's nice to meet you. Homie, I'll never forget it, bro. Homie literally channels every crappy bully I've ever had in high school, right? And when I try to hold my hand out to shake his hand, he smacks my hand away and it's like, man, get out of my face, bro. I ain't with that, you know what I mean? Get out my face, bro. I don't want to talk to you, man. You a lame. Get out my face. So I'm like, oh, 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 it's one of you. It's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so type of one in the chat if you guys can hear me. Type of two in the chat if you guys can't hear me. You know what I'm saying? So, I head into my first fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mad. I'm going to keep it real. I was pissed. You know what I mean? So, when we start the fight, you know what I'm saying? Teach me the way of the nunchaku bros. Hey, what's up, Trey King? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys. Hey, Hassan, thank you for the compliment. Hey, what's up, Nova? What's up, Austin? What's up, Bruce? What's up, Envy? Yo, what's up, Trey King? What's up, King Andre? What's up, Terrell? What's up, Ronan? What's up, Captain? What's up, Tag? Hey, what's up, Pax Roy? Hey, Madness Gaming. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jonathan the Gamer? Hey, Jonathan the Gamer, what time do you normally get to work? You know what I mean? Or what time do you normally start watching videos? You know what I'm saying? That way I can make sure to be live when you live. All right, so peep game, right? So I get, you know what I mean? So after homie disrespects me in front of everybody, and I was only trying to be nice to him, I'm like, oh, so, I decided then and there, I'm going to break this dude. I'm going to break him. You know what I'm saying? Because his girlfriend was right there, right in front of him when I went to try to shake his hand. And that might have been the reason why he decided to be so mean to me, was because because he had his girlfriend with him. But I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a different type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on anime. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on anime, bro. You know what I mean? I'm polite. You feel me? I'm only hood when I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I used to run up in the houses when I was a kid, but I don't do that stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Understandable, Jonathan the Gamer. Hope you're having a productive day, Brody. What time is it right now? Oh, you just got the word. That's what's up. All right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the super chat milestone is 50 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Lucas, if you want me to grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit, type of 1 in the chat. If once we reach the super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat, you guys want me to grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. Type of 2 in the chat. If once we reach the super chat milestone, you guys want me to tell you even crazier stories than the one that we're starting with. Yeah, feels me? All right. So with that being said, that's what's up. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach the 50 in super chat, I'll grab the screen for Lamar, the Lamar Jackson edit. Okay, so he had his girlfriend with him or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Which I figured was the reason why homie decided to be so freaking disrespectful is because he has his freaking girlfriend with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's all well and good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, homie ain't about to come at me sideways and then, you know what I mean? Like, me not break his face open in front of people. So, you know what I mean? We get in the ring and whatnot. And mind you, I can show you guys the fight. You guys saw the fight. And, homie figured because he was bigger and taller than me, he was like 40 pounds heavier than me, and he was taller or whatever, and he's a little bit bigger, that, that was going to do something for him. You know what I'm saying? We get up in the ring. The announcer goes through all of his spiel. You know what I'm saying? He's got face tattoos. He's wearing a wig and a referee shirt. He's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Anybody out there that likes to hit women, you know what I'm saying? You should get in the ring and fight and all this other stuff. His long, speech for the hoes. You know what I'm saying? So he gets in the ring. And then after, after we, so the match starts. So when the bell rings and the match starts, homie, I get up in homie's face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get up in homie's face. And normally I'm a very defensive type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just lean back, block shots or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And practice and spar. But I decided to make freshly squozen OJ out of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? After all the crap homie been talking, bruh. So we get up in the ring, you know what I'm saying? I get up in the ring, bro. So me and him, we start fighting. And mind you, I can show you guys the fight on YouTube. Type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to show you guys the fight for this story time, the fight I'm telling you guys about. Type of 2 in the chat if y'all just want me to tell you guys the story. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, homies? Oh, snap. I forgot to put the link to selling the nunchucks in the chat. I know, right? Dang it. So, you guys want to see it? Alright. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna show y'all. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys after I explain to you guys what happened. Alright, so peep game, right? You know what I'm saying? Homie, so we get up in the ring, man. The bell rings, ding, ding, ding. First match, you know what I'm saying? First round, you know what I'm saying? So, I rush homie. You know what I mean? He throws a punch. I block that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Get close up on him, and he throws another one. I block that mug. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's really, really, really funny. And, like, actually, I can only imagine, like, how demeaning it is. Like, fighting somebody like me, you know what I mean? Like, cause like when, homie's like throwing jabs or whatever, and I'm blocking that hoe, elbow block that shit, you know what I'm saying? And he's throwing haymakers, and I'm elbow blocking that mug, you know what I'm saying? Cause when you fight, you know what I'm saying? Me, I grew up fighting a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? And I developed certain tactics because everyone headhunts. Where I'm from, everyone goes for, haymakers to the face. So I realized fairly quickly as a children, growing up in the hood and having to fight at least 3-4 days a week, you know what I'm saying, that, you can't be getting hit in the face too many times, lest, you know what I mean, because when you go down, people just start stomping you out. You know what I'm saying? So because people stomp you out when you hit the ground, you know, me, you know, I started blocking my face with my elbows. Now the best way to do this is if you hold your guard, you know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody's like shoulder moves for their you know, whenever someone's shoulder moves, that's the punch that they're about to throw. And whenever they throw a punch, all you have to do is just get your elbow in front of your face. Literally. Because if he's throwing a punch and he's in front of you, he's going for your face every single time. Like he's not going for body or any of that. He's gonna try to knock you out. So all you have to do is just get yo, W's in the chat. Beat you. Yo, go for the ribs. Shit makes them weak. You ain't never lied, bro. Oh my God. I got hit in the ribs for my second fight. And let me tell you, it sucks. Not only does it suck, but getting hit in the ribs is different. You know what I'm saying? It makes it instantly different. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yo, W's in the chat. To Bonji. Bonju. You know what I'm saying? Where you from, Bonju? You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, we're 48 away from the next Super Chat milestone. Once we reach that mug, we will immediately. We will immediately. Oh, my goodness. We will immediately be doing grabbing the screen for the Lamar Jackson edit. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with that being said, you know what I mean? Me and the homie, man, we scrapping, we fighting, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time we in the ring fighting, his girlfriend is in the back. Hit him harder, hit him, break his legs, shoot him, stab him, hit him in the face. Like it's freaking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know, the dude, so he's throwing everything because his girlfriend is yelling at him to knock me out. He's throwing everything into his punches, right? Now, unfortunately for him, you know, this is like the worst thing he could do when he's fighting me. You know what I'm saying? The best thing that he could do is probably try to punch me in the body. You know what I'm saying? If he punched me in the stomach, then he probably still would have lost. But he would have did better. You know what I'm saying? But he was going for all face shots. So since he's going for all face shots, and I'm used to blocking punches to my face because, you know, grew up always fighting. You know what I'm saying? Now, the beautiful thing about blocking with your elbows is if someone ever punches you if someone ever tries to punch you in the face and you block with your elbow and they hit this instead, like, listen to this. Like, this is diabolical how hard your elbow is. It's like punching the sharp end of a brick wall with your fist. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Yeah, you guys like the shirt. Thank you for the compliment. You know what I'm saying? It's like punching the hard end. It's like punching the sharp end of a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? It's no good. So with that being said, you know what I mean? I tell him, you know what I mean? I'm talking smack to homie, right? Because I'm wanting to make him mad. You know what I'm saying? Because the more madder you make somebody during the fight, the more mistakes they make, the more haymakers they throw. You know what I mean? The more goofy crap they do. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, I'm telling homie, I'm like, yo, hey, so I'm talking to homie, I'm commentating to homie the whole time we in the ring. I'm like, yo, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Right? So homie, he's throwing face shots. I'm blocking everything off with my elbows and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You see it in the video I'm gonna show you guys after this. So his girlfriend's screaming from the crowd, mess him up, hit him harder, what are you doing? Mess him up. And you know what I'm saying? The homie goes for this like last little haymaker or whatever, right? Block that mug off. You know what I'm saying? He bends over because he's tired. Bah! Uppercut homie. You know what I'm saying? Knock him clean out. Well, I don't know. I mean, I knocked him down and he didn't get back up in time. So technically it was a knockout. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It was really funny too because I knocked him out. I knocked him down twice. You know what I'm saying? And after I knocked him down the first time, homie had the nerve to like, you know what I mean? Like when they raised him back up and we all had to like stand close to one another again. I made sure to talk smack. I was like, yo, what's up? I bet you want to be friends now. Huh? I bet you wish you'd shook my hand now. Because if he'd have shook my hand, I would not have knocked him out. I would have just sparred. I would have just sparred and practiced my elbow blocking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I I actually started a martial arts club a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? One of my female friends, she came out from Texas to kick it, and I started teaching her how to fight. Because you guys don't know this, but I'm a second-degree black belt in Tibetan Lama. You know what I mean? Tibetan Lama. You know what I mean? Second-degree black belt. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm teaching classes, but only the people I actually like, bro. I'll teach everybody. I'll teach everybody. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be in-person classes. Hey, W's in the chat to binge you. ABNR from Dallas, but in the Navy, 7-year fan, appreciation, everything. G, now continue your story. All love. Yo, all love back, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Bond, man, you got good energy, bro. Appreciate you. All right, shit. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Shit. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? I mopped dude up, you know what I'm saying? I beat the dog crap out of him. You know what I'm saying? I made freshly squoze and OJ out of this dude, bro. I feel bad for him. Well, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because he was an a-hole. Why would you be so mean to someone who's trying to be polite to you? But then we remember, this was a hood street fighting competition. And hood dudes are taught very quickly that if you're nice, you pretty much just get taken advantage of. W's in the chat for Benji. For Benjao. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Eric? Yo, what's up, y'all? Is that a gun? Where is the gun? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, all right, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys can still hear your boy. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys can't hear shit. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, after I ended up beating the crap out of homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you guys the fight or whatever. Everybody start congratulating me on, and telling me how they like me blocking with my elbows and how cool that was and everything. You know what I mean? I had bet like $300 on the fight. So I go up, I collect my cheddar, I collect my bread and whatnot. Man, all the homies was there watching and whatnot. Like, it was just really, it was a good time. You know what I'm saying? But homie was mad out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? And after the fight, he was real mad. And it was really funny because as we were all leaving, I could hear him getting dumped by his girlfriend. Like, he's getting dumped. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, yo, you're worthless. You're blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, hey, he should have been nicer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why some dudes think it's some sort of like badge of accomplishment to just be an a-hole to somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, after that fight, you know what I'm saying, the promoter of the whole fight, the guy who was in the ring with the referee shirt, he meets me at my crib, you know what I'm saying, and to discuss my next fight, right? So, tell me why. Dude comes to the crib, right? And this is why I don't like having mansions anymore. Like, I refuse to own mansions. I don't want no super duper crazy big house where my name was on the lease for a couple of good reasons. For one, you know what I mean, did you guys know that if people come over your house and they do weird, sick, or goofy crap in your crib, you get in trouble for it? Like Michael Vick. If someone comes to your house, brings their dogs, and the dogs fight in your house, you get in trouble for it. You go to jail. You ain't had nothing to do with it. And you go to jail. That's why I stopped. That's why I ain't want good houses. I ain't want big houses no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I had let one of my homies come to my crib and live with me or whatever. I let one of my homies live with me. You know what I'm saying? And one day I wake up and I go into because it was 3 houses, right? It was 3 houses, but it was one big house compound, right? You know what I'm saying? I own all the houses and shit. That was my crib. Y'all remember it. We did a bunch of views and live streams, all that up in the crib. So one morning, I had let this white dude live with me, bro. And I ain't gonna say his name, even though like there's no real reason for me to fuck with him, because ever since this happened, he treats me like I'm a bad person, like I'm the douchebag, like I'm the a-hole in the situation. So I wake up You know what I'm saying? I walk out of my room and I leave from my house to the main house, right? This is a 3-house property. So I leave from my house to the main house. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell you guys the whole story. So the night before that at about 10 p.m., the homie, because he would bring females over for us to hang out with, right? So he brought these 2 females over, and he brought these 2 females over, and he brings the females in, you know what I mean? And he's like, yo, you know, he brought one for him and one for me. You know what I'm saying? So the female that was there for me, you know, I'm in the main house. She walks up and she's like, yo, you know, I like your vibe. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I like that you're in the anime. My friends have been telling me about you, you know, like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, yo, like, you know, show me your ID. So I'm like, yo, let me see your ID. And she says, oh, I don't have my ID on me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't have my ID on me. So I'm like, you ain't got your ID on you. Now, anybody out there that dates, any man out there that dates, if a woman says she doesn't have her ID on her, to me, she's underage. I don't care what she tells me. I don't care. There's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Anything other than, oh, here's my ID, you know what I mean? It's chalked. I'm gone. It's over. You feel me? So, with that being said, baby girl says she doesn't have her ID. So I'm like, you know, okay, this is a no-go. Like, there's nothing I can do with this. The chick ain't got her ID. It's chalk. I don't give a shit what the hell she says. You know what I'm saying? Never fall for that, man. Never. So, with that being said, I go to my homeboy's date, and I'm like, yo, where's your ID? Oh, my God! Or she buy you a drink. Yo, W's in the chat. W's in the chat. To bond you. Yo, he just super chatted 50 straight through the channel. Yo, here, let me put my tip jar link off up in this mug just in case you guys is feeling generosity. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. All right, so here's the Lamar edit that we was going for. Of course, someone wants to co-host. I don't even know you, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know you. I don't even know the chick that wanted to co-host just now. W's in the chat. Bonju. Yo. Bonju ABNR with the 20 more in super chat. All right, y'all. This is the... You know what I mean? This is the Lamar edit that we said we was going to do. W's in the chat. To Bonjow. To Bonji. You know what I mean? Yo, D1 Cam, thank you for the dollar in super chat, Brody. Yo. Hey, yo. Yo, hey, Bonju. What got you into, at what moment did you realize you wanted to be in the Navy? You know what I'm saying? Yo. Hey, what's up, Cryo? Bond is fine. I got you, Brody. I'll call you Bond. Hey, Bond, at what point did you fall in love with wanting to be in the Navy? Like, what point did you want to join the Navy? Because me, I wanted to join and fight for the country, but I had to, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't because I had to stay and take care of my moms. You know what I'm saying? Glad I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, was able to keep her happy, you know what I mean? Comfortable, all that good stuff. But yo, shit. So, the dude, he has the chick, so I asked the chick for her ID. She says she ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Which is a red flag. It's a black flag. It's the worst type of flags. You know what I'm saying? So since she said she ain't have her ID on her, I just figured baby girl was way too young for me. Like, if a girl ain't got her ID on her, she way too young for me, cuz. So with that being said, you know, I went to his date. I went to his date and asked her for her ID. She said she didn't have it. So I was like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know, something smells fishy here. This is bull crap. So I go to the homie and I tell him, I'm like, yo, you know, what I need you to do is I need you to kick both these women out. I need you to kick both these women out You know what I mean? They're not allowed at the crib. You can't be having them in the crib like that because, you know, you just got to put them out. I don't have to give a reason. They just have to go. You know what I'm saying? Throw them out. Like, I don't want them here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, because homie listened to me and did everything I ever told him to do. I figured he was going to listen. But listen here, guys. There is no type of authority that can override vagina. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they said to him. I don't know what they said to him. You know what I'm saying? I obviously couldn't match it because homie, you know what I mean? I go to sleep. I go to my crib. I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I wake up at around 11 a.m. in the morning, right? I come out of the main crib and I go to the main crib. And when I get to the main crib, I hear them all yelling and partying and stuff. They're not doing anything dirty, but they're yelling and they're partying and they're listening to music and stuff in his room still. And, you know, I go knock on his door. He opens up the door and he's like, hey, what's up, man? And I see the girls in the background. I'm like, yo. I'm like, I'll be right back, right? So I text homie. I text him on the phone and I tell him, and I'm like, yo, either you get those chicks out of my house right now, or I'm coming over there and I'm dog walking you, bro. Like, it's gonna be bad. I'm beating, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Miss Trunch bowling this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen Matilda? I'm about to Miss Trunch bowl this nigga if he does not get those young chicks up out of my house. I don't give a shit what they say to him. I don't care what they have. I don't care if they're rich. I don't care if they offered this nigga a fucking dragon. I don't care if they offer him a dragon. I don't care. I don't care what they offered him. You know what I'm saying? So homie is like, oh yeah, my bad, bro. My bad, Brody. You know what I'm saying? So surely enough, you know what I mean? Like within literally 30 seconds, the females are gone. They're out of there. You know what I mean? He throws them out. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, like a lot of dudes, they do whatever vagina tells them. They'll do anything. They'll risk their life for it. You know what I'm saying? They'll risk their life, their livelihood, anything for it, man. And there's nothing wrong with risking your life for vagina, but at least make sure the female can show a proper ID. You know what I'm saying? That's all your boy is saying. That's all your boy is saying, bro. But after that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I lost all faith and trust and everything for that dude, bro. He was a loyal subscriber of mine. Like me, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like I've let my subscribers live with me. Like I've let my subscribers, you know what I'm saying, come with me to do videos. Like I'm involved my subscribers a lot, especially if I see them in real life. You know what I'm saying? But after that, man, I was just like, I was like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? Hey, Bond, yo, been poor as fuck all my life, so I did this for my family, plus free college after. Appreciate the applause, bro. Seen you all the way since you talked about your scary ass haunted house. Yo, W's in the chat to Bond. Yo, bro, I grew up poor as shit too, bro. What's the funniest struggle meal that you ever had to make? For me, my favorite, what's you guys' favorite struggle meal? My favorite struggle meal is water and ice cube cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real easy to make. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes getting ice and water is hard when you're from the type of areas that I was from. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna keep it real. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can get that popping, you know what I'm saying? Like, it make it way better. But with that being said, my favorite actual legitimate struggle cereal, struggle food is fried bologna sandwiches, man. Them shits are goated. I don't care. They're still delicious. Still delicious. I remember one time I had to eat a bread sandwich, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever have to eat a bread sandwich? Nah, it's never that bad. The hell it's not. Nah. Bro, we grew up poor. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I grew up so poor that, like, half the time when I came home wouldn't be there no more. You know what I'm saying? Type of one in the chat if you've ever come home and home wasn't there. You ever come home from school and like home wasn't there? It's, hello? Hello? Bruh, you know what I mean? So I had to go out and fend for myself, and you know what I mean? I had to go out and find a place to live for like 3-4 days until I could find my family because they were somewhere else. Yo, W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat, yo. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys can see and hear everything. Type of 2 in the chat if you can't see or hear shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, thank you for the compliment, heroic Spartans. For real. Yo, what's up? What's up, Gennard Cruz? What's up, Stink? What's up, Hitter? Yo, what's up, Ado Shitler? Yo, Adolf Shitler. That's funny. What's up, Mr. Showtime? What's up, Bon? Yo, what's up, Victor? Yo, what's up, Milan? Yo, what's up, Jackals? What's up, Gravity? Yo, what's up, Adolf Shitler? What's up, Ragnar? Yo, what's up, Peter Piper? Yeah. What's up, Duke the Dragon? What's up, Nathaniel Velasquez? You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what's up, Stink. Appreciate you, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. Oh, yo, all right, so type of 1 in the chat. All right, so once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is just 10 super chats of any amount, you know what I'm saying? $1.07, an attractive white woman, like any amount you send through to the super chat, you know what I'm saying? Like it's you know what I mean? So once we get 10 super chats, I will tell you guys the craziest story, a story so crazy, I have to turn off my TikTok in order to tell it, because I will be banned on TikTok if I tell this story on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I've got a super chat coming your way. Yo, all right, cool. I'm about to put in the link in the bar. My bad, bro. I'm about to put the link in the doobity-doo, baby. You know what I'm saying? And yes, these will be up on the channel, which is why I am not having music in the background. So that, you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You. W's in the chat, man. All right, so let's see. Yeah. But yo, hope you guys are all having a productive day. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys are all keeping it. You have to be joking. You can't. That can't be real. Like really? That can't be real. This thing is, like it just dropped my phone. I'm like, word? What's up, Victor? What's up, Chris Kevin? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, where you guys from? You know what I'm saying? I'm from Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. You know what I mean? I have to watch like my inbox and shit. Storytime train. Yeah, I got you guys coming up fresh. We got a whole bunch of story times coming for you guys once I get the links in the description. You know what I'm saying? But once we reach the super chat, milestone, once I start telling you guys this crazy story, like once we reach the super chat milestone, I'll tell you guys this crazy story. I'm gonna have to like, yo, W's in the chat to Bon. Yo, all right, so look, Bon, this story that I'm gonna tell you guys once we reach the super chat milestone, it's bad, man. It's I almost went to jail for life, bro. I almost did life, dude. And it was behind a female, bro. Like I still don't like that about myself, that I let a female get me so emotional that I was willing to throw my life away. You know what I'm saying? I almost threw my life away, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this story is legitimately the reason why I refuse to fall in love with any women. I refuse. I will not fall in love with anything. You know what I mean? Especially not a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, W's in the chat to Bon AB. TikTok gonna have to switch to YouTube Live in a sec. You might be right. You might be right, bro. Like, bruh. Yo, appreciate you guys, man. All right, so here. Let me, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the chat. But yeah, man, I almost went to jail for life, bro. I almost did life, bro. Like, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This situation, bro, is one of the few situations that I'm actually ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very hard for me. It's very hard to get me to feel shame, since I know, most of the time when, especially online, if people want you to feel shame, it's usually bull crap. You know what I'm saying? But I actually feel shame about this story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why I feel shame is because like I almost went to jail for life over a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Over a legitimate hoe. You know what I'm saying? Glad you had a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, just hit myself in the, oh God, in the meat and two vegetables. Yo, W's in the chat for Bond. Yo, Bond just super chatted 4 super chats straight through the channel. All right, so you guys, I just put my tip jar link up inside of the chat. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to, you know what I mean? If you guys want to super chat to your boy directly, it's easier straight through the chat. Yo, W's in the chat for Bond. W's in the chat for Bond. Brody just sent 5 super chats through. Oh my God. Yo, W's in the chat. All right, so let me finish the story I was already telling you guys. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to end up kicking out the dude. I knew him for like, we were like, he was like a really good friend of mine or whatever, but I had to end up kicking out my subscriber or whatever because homie had underage females over in the room and he wouldn't throw them out. Like he had them, you know what I mean, spend the night in the room. And I'm like, bro, I literally asked him, I was like, bro, I need you to throw those females out, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They ain't got their ID. And he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna throw them out. I got you. And I'm like, all right, I'm serious, bro. I'm about to go to sleep. I need you to throw those females out. You know what I'm saying? And homie's like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm not like that. I'm not that type of person. I'm gonna throw them out. I got you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up to Indigo Prince 99? Yo, appreciate you, Brody. W's in the chat for the Indigo Prince. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so after that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I went on and threw them out, bro. I can't even do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no, you know what I mean? I can't have no friends like that, bro. I can't. And then tell me why. Oh, what the heck? What was that? I don't know what that was. I don't know what type of notification that was. Must have been Facebook. W's in the chat, man. All right, we only got 4 more super chats until I tell you guys the story that, I'm going to have to turn off my TikTok in order to tell you guys, man, because it is bad. I've never told it on YouTube. Oh, my God. Yo, W's in the chat from Mr. Smokey. Always supported you. Appreciate you, Brody. Yo, didn't this man cheat on his girlfriend and was terrible to every friend he had over money and clout? Oh, EM, you got it so pegged. You're so right. That's exactly what happened. In all actuality, and that's exactly what happened. It wasn't me being with Dr. Girlfriend for 6 months into our relationship. She literally came to me and told me she was cheating on me. If she had never told me she was cheating on me, I would have stayed faithful to her. But I'm not going to be faithful to a woman who's cheating on me already. I'm not going to do it. If I'm dating a woman and she comes to me, mind you, ladies, there's a lot of y'all ladies out there that be sliding my DMs. That's all well and good. But just understand, if you tell me you're with other men, I'm going to go get other hoes. I'm going to go fuck hoes. Just shut up. Don't tell me. Just don't tell me, ladies. What is it with type of one in the chat? If you've ever been with a woman and and while she kept trying to tell you she was with other men. Type of one in the chat if that's ever happened to you. Type of 2 in the chat if that's never happened to you. You've never dated a girl that told you about the other men she was with currently. All she had to do was just not tell me. I was faithful. You know what I mean? I was faithful up until the point where she came home and told me, oh man, hey yo, I met this guy in college at the college library today. Yo, I got his number. Remember how I was telling you I should make more female friends? Well, her name is Jonathan. I met a man named Jonathan. It's not quite a lady, but it's a guy, and I'm gonna go to his house and hang out with him. Are you okay with that? You're okay with that, right? You're not jealous, are you? Don't be thirsty or jealous. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? But look on the bright side. Any female I date in the future, I'm gonna do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If she ever comes to me and tells me I'm with other men, I'm gonna go hang out with this other guy at his house. So type of one in the chat. If when a woman comes to you and tells you she's hanging out at a different guy's house, she's probably cheating on you with him. Type of two in the chat. If she tells you she's hanging out at another guy's house, they're just playing Uno. You know, that's it. It wasn't what it looked like. Hilarious. Hey, yo, so I'm gonna go hang out at this guy's house. You're okay with that, right? You're not mad, you're not mad? Well, I'm gonna actually take some of my stuff over there too. And so yeah, I'm never going to be faithful to a woman who's cheating on me. You know, and I'm not sorry for that. I will never apologize for that. And if someone feels that you should be faithful to a woman who's cheating on you, then you're dumb. You're not, I mean, not dumb, but like, you know, wisdom is chasing you, but you are faster. You know what I mean? Yo, W's in the chat to Jonathan the Gamer. I sent it on Discord. All right, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, where is the dude that was trying to tell me about how horrible of a terrible person I am for not being faithful to women who aren't faithful to me? I'm not going to do it. I'm never going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it actually goes along with the story that I'm going to tell you guys. Yeah, I don't have to explain myself, but, you know, I'm not explaining myself in order to satiate EM. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, that person is not a person for me. Obviously, I tell you guys that story. So, you know, because it adds on to the lore of, you know, because I'm a story time guy. You know what I'm saying? And this is story times you guys like to hear about. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't like to admit this, but I'm a softie, especially when it comes to women I date. I'm a big softie. And with that being said, what I mean by softie is if I'm dating a woman, you know what I'm saying, and she's nurturing and loving, and we have a good time together, and she's not mean and combative, I can't help but be extremely faithful. You know what I'm saying? I am faithful to a fault. You know what I'm saying? If the female acts right. But if a female comes to me and says, hey, so my friends were having a meat sucking contest and I was there. I didn't participate, but I was just there, you know, watching them. I didn't do anything like they were doing, but I was just there, you know. But yeah, the guys were all over me. They were trying to get me to do stuff with them. And, you know, they just, you know what I mean? But I didn't do anything. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys spoiler alert. She was in there sucking meat. You know what I'm saying? And I've actually had a woman tell me that. And then after we hung out, she got mad at me because I wouldn't make her my girlfriend. Like, I actually had that happen, bro. I was on a date with a female. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I think we might have reached the 10. Let me see. You know what I mean? Yeah. One of the best storytellers on here. Hey, Madness Gaming. W's in the chat for Madness Gaming. W's in the chat for Bond. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, EM, you're going to have to try to pick something else because that does not fold me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's, oh, you weren't faithful to a woman who was hoeing. No. Oh, you weren't nice to dudes who lied on you about shit that they were doing. That don't fold me, bro. I'm never going to be super nice to people who lie on me about sick stuff they're into. Or I'm never going to be super faithful to a woman that is out boning a different dude. And then comes home to tell me about it. Bro, and it's really funny too, bro, because like we as men, we're easy. All we ask is that you don't tell us. That's it. That's all we ask. We don't ask women. We're men. We understand that, you know, women, you know what I mean? Women are women. We understand that they want everything that they want to have. We don't be at least I don't even ask for loyalty in the females I date, bro. I just ask them not to tell me about it. If she tells me about it, I'm going to dump her and go get a different woman. And then she's going to make a video about how I was cheating on her because I dumped her and went and got a different woman. Yeah, because it's cheating when men go find a new woman, it's cheating. When women do it, it's an entanglement. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. All right, Joe. Lover guys have it hard, no cap. Yeah, bro. I was a lover boy, bro. All right, so we've reached the 10 in super chat. I'm gonna tell you guys the story. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you guys the story that I cannot put. I'm gonna tell. Will I ever be friends with Randy? If he apologizes and like, you know, and if he apologizes and makes it up to me, he's got to make an apology video for lying on me, and then he has to make it up to me. You know what I'm saying? What? You can give me like $100. You know what I'm saying? $100, enough for a new video game. It ain't that big of a deal because, you know, everyone already knows. But at the same time, I'm not like, you know, like the people in my circle or the people around me are going to understand that they're not gonna do that. The internet is different. The internet is gonna say everything. They can say whatever they want. But people in my circle ain't gonna be lying on me. And if they do, there's gonna be hell to pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be violent, but they're gonna run their pockets. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I charge them just like I charge the females. You know what I'm saying? And when okay, so this is the story, right? W's in the chat to Bond. W's in the chat to Jonathan the Gamer. Hey, Jonathan the Gamer. I'll be the cameraman so you can go in real life Twitch and vlogs. Hit me up. Where are you from, Kid Cabba? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not no, you know what I mean? Like, I used to simp. I used to be the biggest simp I've known, bro. I used to be the biggest simp in the world. But I quit because of this situation. Okay, so look, so this is what happened, right? You know what I mean? I'm going to try to be as PG with it as possible so that TikTok can hear it as well. Okay, so this is what happened. But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This story is like, it's very, very messed up. Like, it's messed up at least to me, right? So, this is what happened. Back in the day, I was dating this chick. Her name was Risa, right? Now, when I was dating Risa, you know, this was my simp era. This was my big time simp era. Yo, Bond, appreciate you again for the 15 super chat. W's in the chat to Bond. He's the main contributor that got us over our freaking 10 super chat request milestones. Jonathan the Gamer just super chatted 20 straight through the tip jar. W's in the chat to Jonathan the Gamer, baby. W's in the chat. Yo, hey, Jonathan the Gamer. Once how long are you okay? How long are you cool with me telling stories for until I jump on and do your super chat requests? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, I appreciate the compliment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah? Let's see. All right, so with that being said, this is what happened. So I was dating this girl named Risa. You know what I'm saying? And this was my simp days, bro. And what I mean by simp days is I believed happy girlfriend, happy life. Happy woman, happy life. I was looking for a wife. I was trying to get married. I was trying to spend my whole life with a female. All of that good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And I believed I had to weather the storm of bullcrap in order to get there, right? Now I'm dating this girl, Risa. Yo, W's in the chat to Aaron. W's in the chat. Now, I'm dating this girl named Risa. And Risa, she's telling me, she's like, she's basically doing, anything awful that a girl could do to her boyfriend, that's what that woman did. W's in the chat for AA. Appreciate you for the super chat, Brody. Everything wrong this woman did to me that anything awful that a woman can do to a man, this woman did it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, she will come home and religiously tell me about other men every day. Every time I hung out with her. Oh my God, I was at work and this guy, he thinks he's cool because he has an arrest record and a really fast car. And he's all over me. He just keeps warning me, and then we accidentally ended up kissing. And then I was on my way, and he had tricked me into getting on the bus and heading over towards his house. And he's just, and he keeps, and I didn't want to kiss him, but he just kept kissing me, and it wasn't my fault. And, he was like, but yeah, and we're just friends, he's my friend, we hang out. You're not jealous, are you? You're not jealous, are you? You're Nick. Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, hold up. I got you. That's what's up. All right. Hope you still together. How you still together? I don't understand that question. You know what I'm saying? Basically, Dummy. Let's see. But yeah. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? So this chick, bruh, she's like, so yeah, she does this to me and I just ate it. I just did it. I just took it for like, dude, so I took this abuse for like, how long? You know what I'm saying? It was like 3 years. 3 freaking years, dude. 3 of the most, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro, but like, I appreciate women. You know what I'm saying? Because women saved me from depression. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was dating that girl, I was depressed as hell. Oh my God, bro. Because all I would think about was her with other men, because that's all she told me about. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up, but that's probably exactly where she wanted me. That is exactly where she wanted me. Otherwise, she wouldn't have kept telling me. Right? So with that being said, you know what I mean? So, and mind you, every time I'm kicking it with this chick, she just keeps telling me about other dudes, not doing anything with me. And mind you, she was pulling that whole, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to have sex. We're not going to do any snoo stuff. And the reason why she was like, bro, it was a lot to unpackage, right? So the thing that got me out of the depression that I had from dating that girl, Risa, the thing that got me out of that was, hold on, let me check Jonathan the Gamer. Yo, W's in the chat, the spider lover. Life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. Hey, that's real. That's 100% real. It's 1,000,000% real. Let's see. Gamer, I got you, my guy. Take as long as you need. No rush. No problem at all, bros. But I am going to be jumping on later on to do some scary videos. You know what I'm saying? Liver King want to fight me? So? I'd fight Liver King. Send me the money. I'm not going to do it for free. But I'll fist fight the Liver King. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, that nigga ain't scary. He's just a dude on steroids, man. That's not scary. So, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna do it for free. If he pay me, I do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate the compliment, the Fly Gator. I am famous. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, anyway, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? So this chick, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, like I said, I was going through depression when I was dating this chick because she just kept freaking talking to other dudes while I was with her, right? And then telling me about the shit, right? So what I decided to do was, so I started going over my sister's house. And when I was going over to my sister's house, she had this female friend of mine, right? She had a female friend of hers. Then this female friend of hers had a crush on me because whenever I would come over there, I would just always hang out, crack jokes, you know what I'm saying? And she liked my personality. So I would go over there, you know what I mean? And to feel better about myself because, you know what I mean? Whenever I was with this chick, Risa, she would just, you know, do me so dirty that I would feel bad whenever I was hanging out with her, right? Like when she wasn't there, I felt bad because she was, you know, constantly trying to cheat on me. And when I was there, when I did hang out with her, I felt bad because she was constantly trying to play games with me and whatnot. So, with that being said, what I ended up doing was, I started, you know what I mean? Like, so I started hanging out with the chick over at my sister's crib. And so I call, now mind you, this chick Risa treated me so bad. She treated me like I was the biggest loser in the world, bro. She treated me like I could do no right. And in all actuality, I was like the bombest dude she's ever dated. She'll probably never find a dude that's even 1/10 as awesome as I am. And she still tried to treat me like crap. Now, if any of you guys don't know, that's actually a manipulation tactic that a lot of females like to use on dudes. Treat you like crap so that you think that they can replace you and blah, 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 blah. So, you know what I mean? And I would have gone on for the rest of my life thinking this if I would have just stuck with her, right? Done with the incels are saying to do. No, man, even if she is cheating on you, you never gonna get somebody else. That's not right. That's incel shit, bro. That's yeah. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I start hanging out with the new chick or whatever, with her friend, with my sister's friend. And, you know, finally, since I'm hanging out with the sister's friend and she wants me so much, you know what I'm saying? One day, the sister's friend comes over to my crib and we end up getting it in. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, you know, I immediately called Risa and was like, yo, it's over. It's over. I don't want nothing to do with you. Don't come call me no more. Don't come over my house. It's over. She's never cooked for me. She never cleaned for me. She never complimented me. She never liked any of my hobbies. She would just, like, bro, and it's wild because when I first got with her, she was like awesome. She was awesome. And then like a month in after we've been on the phone for like stayed up all night on the phone and we're talking every single day, you know what I mean? And I'm showing her mad love. Hey, what's up, hey? Yo, appreciate you for the compliment, bro. Buff cockroaches. You know what I'm saying? Buff cockroaches. Yeah, cockroaches are wild. You know what I'm saying? I can hear your Mexican accent even through your super chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for AA. All right, you guys, once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat, you know what I'm saying? We're 46 more in super chat. We'll do some type of one in the chat if you guys want me to do another Lamar Jackson edit. Type of two in the chat if you guys want me to tell you an even crazier story than the one that I'm leading up to. So, peep game, right? So, peep game, right? You know, I called her up and I let her know, like, yo, you know what? It's over. I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's over. This ain't working out. You know what I mean? It's over. Now, mind you, if this wasn't manipulation, okay, twos. I'll tell you guys a crazy story than the one I'm leading up to right now. All right, so now the reason and this let me know that her treating me badly was manipulation. This let me know her answer to me dumping her. Let me know that her treating me like crap was all manipulation, right? So tell me why you would think that she wouldn't want to be with me anymore. She's already with so many other dudes. She's kissing so many other guys. She's dating so many other freaking guys. You know, she has so many different work boyfriends and freaking, you know what I mean, school boyfriends. She's got so many of them. What would she want me for? All she would do whenever we would hang out was just treat me like crap. We never even messed around most of the time. Because she was too busy because she knew that if she messed around with me, I would feel good. So she would go out of her way to try to make me feel like crap. Tell me why. All right, you guys, we're 44 away from the next super chat milestone. Easiest way to super chat your boy is straight through the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? Which is in the comment section up above. You know what I'm saying? All right, yo, so with that being said, we're 44 in super chat away from my next super chat milestone, to which case I will tell you guys a far crazier story than the one I'm about to tell you, and the one I'm about to tell y'all is mad crazy. So, peep game, right? When I tell her this, you would think she would be happy to be rid of me. Like, the way she treated me, and what was really wild was like, I was the dude keeping her from getting beaten up. Like, she had a really, type of one in the chat, if you've ever met a female that just had venom, just spit venom, you know, would argue and yell with everybody, talk smack, you know what I'm saying? Just come up with awful things to say to people. Type of one in the chat if you ever run into a female who's just terrible like that. Type of two in the chat if you've never run into a mean woman. You know, every woman is just all flowers and dandelions. And, you know, and Fantasia episodes of, you know, yeah. I'm with one right now. Hey, happens to the best of us, Brody. You know what I'm saying? I'm with one right now too, low key. You know what I'm saying? But I've trained her enough as to where she don't do that goofy shit no more. She knows I just dump her. I just dump her and go, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I just dump her and go find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Michael Aubrey? What's up, America? What's up, Hyperspace? What's up, Blue Blaze? What's up, Discriminalize? What's up, Michael? What's up? Yo, what's up, Jack? What's up, Gouda? Maybe she was on the way her boyfriend made her feel or other guys made her feel. Nova, I would, you know what? That's I'll give you that. I'll give you that, man. I'll give you that. I don't believe it, but I'll give you that. I'll give you that, man. You know what I'm saying? There was too much stuff that she was doing and that was way too purposeful for this to be some sort of accident that she would do me like this, right? So, tell me why, when I break up with the chick, you would think she'd be like, yeah, I ain't want nothing to do with you either. You a loser, you always been a loser, it's over, right? I'm thinking that would be the thing she would do, right? Bruh. This piece of crap female gonna have the nerve to start crying over the phone and begging me to stay with her. And I'm like, what? Because to me, I finally escaped. I was like a runaway slave that had finally made it off the plantation. I was in a boat. I had a paddle, and no one knew where I was. I was rowing and shit. In my mind, bro, I was free. I was a free one. I was a free man now. You know, like in Boondocks, I was a free man. You know what I mean? I'm rowing and shit. Yeah. Finally getting away from this mean, masculine ass female, man. Finally found me a feminine chick. I'm with. And baby girl gonna have her to immediately switch to feminine. She immediately became feminine again when I dumped her and told her I was getting with someone else. She immediately became feminine again, bro. Nigga, still make me mad to this day, bro. She gonna immediately become, what? No, why are you leaving me? I love you. Wait, no. I'm like, what? And this was news to me. This was news to me. This love that she said she had for me, I didn't know this existed. You know what I mean? I hadn't seen, she ain't ever cooked for me, cleaned for me, told me nice things. She hated anime. You know what I'm saying? Treated me like crap because I played video games. Oh, but after she finds out that I got other hoes, now she plays video games. She came to my house immediately. She immediately jumped on the bus and came all the way to my house and started cooking and cleaning. Immediately. Mother. Yo, whoop. Yo, W's in the chat. W's in the chat to Mr. Slikey. W's in the chat. Thanks for the 2, Brody. All right, 42 more till we reach the super chat milestone. Later. You know what I'm saying? God get it. Huh? How tall are you? 75 feet tall, Toro. You know what I'm saying? 75 feet tall. You know what I mean? Bro, Nick, you know how mad I was, bro, when I heard this, bro. You know how, bro. Yo, the reason why I was so mad is because one, I finally built up the courage to leave her after being treated like crap for 4 years straight. I finally built up the courage to leave her, and now she acts nice. Oh wait, where are we? We should be together, and now she wants to act nice. The betrayal. Number two, you know what I'm saying? This, but like this basically let me know that she was acting like a piece of crap on purpose, because at any point in time, she could have been a nice person to me. This wasn't her time of the month, or she's going through something, or blah, blah. This was her being manipulative. This is pure manipulation. Yo, W's in the chat to the Indigo Prince. Yo, you going to see the Demon Slayer movie? When does it come out? Yes. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? But again, you know, type of one in the chat if you guys would be faithful to somebody who is constantly cheating on you and treating you like crap. You know what I'm saying? Type of two in the chat if you would drop them and dump them and be done with them, right? Type of three in the chat if you would stay with them because you still cared about them, but you would just go get yourself some hoes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I used to do number two. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. I used to do number two. You know what I'm saying? But I do number three now. You know what I'm saying? And that is not nasty. That's not suggestive. I do number three now. You know what I'm saying? If a chick tells me she's with other dudes or she communicates that to me, then I'll just go get other side chicks. You know what I mean? People be wondering why do you usually tend to have extra chicks? Is why. Bruh, you know what I mean? I'm faithful as crap until the female show me she's not. And the minute she shows me she's not, I'm not gonna cry. But see, look, the reason why I do it like this, the reason why I'm like this is because, you know, this is why I don't never get my heart broken or nothing like that about women. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why y'all don't see me go through heartbreak with women. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never see me on here, oh my God, you know, oh my God. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Women taught me to get over heartbreak, and I appreciate every woman out there for it. I love y'all, man, because I back in the day, I'd have never figured it out on my own. I'd have never figured it out. I was so faithful and loving and all that, I'd have never figured it out. You know what I'm saying? But thankfully, women came through and was like, BlastphamousHD, you dating wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when a woman steps out on you, you don't cry and tell her that you love her and tell her that you want to be together forever and tell her not to be with any other dudes. No, you tell her, go be with that dude. It's over. That's what you got to do. Kick her out. Let her go be with him. Bye. Bye, ho. Kick her out. Let her go be with him. And then when she come back crying, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, God, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Oh, God, please. I'm sorry. Yeah, when she do that, you know what I'm saying? You make her run you $4,000. You make her pay you $1,000 to $5,000 for her insolence. You know what I mean? For thinking it's sweet. And then if she pay you, or if you know what I'm saying, or she makes it up to you, then you take her back. You know what I'm saying? That's how I started YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Girlfriend was on some bullshit, was on some goofy shit. And when she decided to be goofy, I made her pay me $4,000. I dumped her and made her pay me $4,000 to get back with me. 4 G's. And she paid it out of her college fast fund. And then I took that money and bought a computer and then bought Adobe Premiere and started making YouTube videos to keep my mind off the fact that I knew that what she was probably up to. Ta-da! So thank you, Dr. Girlfriend, well, Dr. Ex-Girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Fingers crossed this one isn't copyrighted. I think it was, because the last one was on TV. Yeah. Hey, you getting better and better, Jonathan the Gamer. For real. Yep. I make them pay. I don't do it. And it's not even because I want money. I don't make women pay me for me to take them back because I want them for money. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's because I know that if I make her pay, she'll respect the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? If you guys ever want to know how to get a mean woman to be really nice to you, make her pay. Dump her and then make her pay. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It works. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I've ever seen to turn a toxic woman into a nice woman. That's the only thing I've ever seen take a toxic woman and make her nice. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's real. Nut. Hey, what's up, Mr. Banana Man? Hey, thank you, Zeta. I don't know what that means. So damn true. Because women, you know what I mean? Because women, in the day and age we live in, bro, like masculinity in females is celebrated, bro. Every woman is told, yeah, treat him like crap, girl. Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta punish him, girl. Beat him down. Oh yeah, girl, find out what he don't like and then keep doing that until you break him. You gotta break him, girl. Break him. Treat him like crap. Break him. Make him eat butt. Make him do a whole bunch of terrible stuff he don't want to do. You gotta break him. That's what a lot of women be on nowadays, bro. You know what I mean? I learned from women. Thanks. All right. So anyway, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. After I dump her and get the new chick, then the chick Risa that was treating me like crap, now she wants to come back and treat me like gold. Oh, you're the best thing since pants with pockets now. You're awesome. Yo, so you mean to tell me why is it that when I go get a different female, when she sees there's another female on me, now I'm awesome. Now I'm the Black Panther. Huh? But when I'm faithful and loving and understanding and just asking her, baby, why do we do this to each other? Because I would have these talks with her. Baby, we should just be together, just me and you. There's no reason for us to have other dudes or other women or any of that. I was a simp. I was telling, baby, why can't it just be me and you? Just me and you. I love you. I'll tell her I love her and all this. I love you. We just be in. And she would just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So you know what I mean? I reached the breaking point. And I'll tell you guys, my breaking point was when I started having self-deletion thoughts. Mind you, that's the only time I've ever had them. Ever. No other time in my life. None. Since that girl Risa, like, how long was that ago? A long time ago, like hundreds of years ago. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a single self-deletion thought since her. Since dating her. It was like dating Jada Pinkett Smith, except she had hair. You know what I'm saying? So going and getting with this new chick took all the self-deletion thoughts away. You know what I mean? Getting sat on by this bad, in-shape black female took all the thoughts of self-deletion away. So, you know, when I got with the new chick, the old chick became obsolete as shit. Worthless. Completely worthless. You know what I'm saying? And of course, people will be like, oh man, that's messed up. Just because she gaslit you into wanting to jump off of the side of an ice cream truck, a really tall ice cream truck, it doesn't mean you should leave her and go get other hoes. You're supposed to just stay and deal with it. That's what Chris Benoit did. You're supposed to be a real man like Chris Benoit and stay the entire time until he finds out that his kids weren't his because, you know, obviously, and he ends up taking them all out the game of life. Or you should stay like the White Ranger. Love as hard and as simpy and as like the White Ranger did until he did that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I decided not to go that route. You know what I'm saying? Mm, yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So the root says, blinded by flesh and feeling, you don't get women. You just keep it real. If you don't get hoes, just say that, bro. Like, if you don't get hoes, just if women don't like you, just say that, bro. If you're not an attractive guy, if you can't pull women, just say that. It's okay. It's okay. You're completely hopeless. You're completely holeless. It's okay, the root. You know what I mean? Yo, it's good that it's really, really good, the root, that you're so content with making love to only yourself, to making love by yourself. That's good. It's really good, the root. You know what I mean? The root get home after a long day of hard work, lights a candle, you know what I'm saying? Gets into something skimpy, you know what I mean? Because he don't, you know what I mean? He don't want to, he got to set the mood right for himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I mean? Puts on some slow music. You know what I mean? Makes himself some dinner. You know what I'm saying? He was, that's awesome, the root. Good stuff. That's great. Yo, that's good, the root. You know what I mean? That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Teach their own, man. That's awesome, you know? You know what I mean? The root, don't run. Come back. Come back, the root. No, the root. Yeah, the root, you sound like a loser. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You sound like a straight up lame, bro. You sound like you get no hoes and you're trying to justify that by saying, oh, I'm single by choice. Type of one in the chat if people who say they're single by choice and that, oh, religion satiates my soul, they just don't get any women. They're just holeless. Type of two in the chat if, oh no, man, no one wants women. One, 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 nigga. Even the chat knows. I thought, nigga. Even the chat knows. Even the chat knows, bro. Even the chat knows. Yo. Even the chat knows. That's wild. Yo, I swear to God, I thought y'all was gonna be on his side, bro. But even the chat understands this shit, yo. Like, nah, that's like the root. You're like one of those chicks that says, I'm single by choice. I don't want somebody to love. I don't want somebody to sit on me. Nah. The pinnacle of all human connectability. I don't want that. I don't want to mesh souls with a woman that looks up to me. I don't want that. But what the root really means is no women look up to him. No hoes. Completely dry. Hilariable. Hilariable. I am live on YouTube. All right, y'all. So I'm about to turn off my live on TikTok, and I'm gonna be nothing but live on YouTube. So if you guys want to keep listening to the rest of these stories, come to my YouTube channel. It's at BlastphamousHD. You know what I'm saying? BlastphamousHD TV 2. Come to my live. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to roll out. You know what I mean? But yeah, the root, where you at, bro? Where you at? Again, friend. Powerful 10-year relationship focused around God. So you're dating God? Yeah. A child on the way. And I am preparing my mind and soul every day. Yo, the root, you just don't get hoes. Like, for real. It's cool. It's cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But see, if you were truly happy, the root, If you were truly happy with what you got going on, you wouldn't be on here trying to tell me that I shouldn't be happy for what I have going on. Why is like, you know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever noticed that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I know the Roop is lying. The Roop, you're not happy. If you were, you wouldn't be on here trying to convince me that I'm not happy. You know what I mean? Only unhappy people try to convince happy people that they're not happy because misery loves company. You know, you're a loser. You're a hand job of a man. You know what I'm saying? You know for a fact that you're not where you want to be at. And okay, so look, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna fix this with a story, right? I'm gonna tell you guys this story, right? So I had I had a friend of mine in college. His name was Seth, right? Seth had everything I didn't. Everything I didn't. Now, me, I grew up pretty much homeless. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have any money, was destitute, didn't have a job. I couldn't find a job, was always getting jumped and beat up and all this other crazy stuff, right? Super duper hard early in life, right? Life became really easy and awesome later on, but in the beginning, it wasn't easy. You feel me? It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, Seth went to church 5 times a week. Seth was a surgeon, right? Made a lot of money. He was a surgeon. Seth drove a G-Wagon. Seth had a wife that he'd been with for 15 years. You know what I mean? Seth had 2 kids and another one on the way. You know what I mean? Seth had a really big house. Seth had everything on paper that I never had growing up. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have any of it, right? I thought I wanted that stuff. At the time when I ran into him and saw all that stuff he had, I thought I wanted that stuff. You know, come to find out later on, I didn't. Do not want that stuff. Different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? You see how Ada Roop, you see how I accept you for what you like, and that's completely fine. You know what I'm saying? And you don't? Yeah. So, with that being said, at one point, you know, when I first started doing YouTube, you don't really get a lot of comments and messages, right? So I'm commenting, you know what I mean? I'm making my videos and I'm reading all the comments because I just started doing YouTube. And one guy would go to every single one of my YouTube videos, and in the comment section, he would try to convince me to delete myself. He'd be like, "Oh, this video is the most biggest piece of crap I've ever seen in my life. Disgusting, awful. You need to be hung. You need to end yourself. You need to be over. This is disgusting, trash, awful." Just no matter what I posted, every single video. And I didn't recognize his username because I'd never seen it before. And like after the 17th video he did that on, bro, like I'm just like, yo, like I'm like, yo. Like, I'm like, what do I do? Because I didn't know how to ban people, right? So one night, you know, after I had posted my first voiceover dub, right? My first voiceover dub, the Batman voiceover dub. And I'm reading through the comments because I had put 80 hours worth of editing into that work. And it was like my favorite video up to that point. You feel me? So I'm like reading the comments and everyone's like, yeah, awesome, awesome. This is really good. Great voice acting, great comedy. And homie, he leaves a comment saying how it's the biggest piece of trash he's ever seen, all of this, right? Obviously, that hit a sore spot with me. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Back then, I still cared what people thought on YouTube and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo. So I look dude up, and I reverse engineer his, his address, his online address, right? And when I reverse engineer it, I end up on Twitter. So I reverse engineer his Twitter and I find his Facebook. And it's Seth. I see him. And I'm like, because see, I was as happy as I was pissed. Because now I can find him. I can go back to jail, probably, but I can go squeeze his neck. I can go beat the dog crap out of him for doing this to me. But before doing that, I message him and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? So I messaged him on Twitter. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? This is my livelihood I'm building, bro. I just want to entertain. I just want to make people laugh and entertain. I just want to entertain. I'm not getting paid for it or none of that. What's wrong? What's wrong with me doing this for free? Because when you first start YouTube and for a long time, you don't get anything. You don't make anything. I know a lot of people think that like you get millions or hundreds of millions of dollars or something. You know what I'm saying? Like a video that even when I was monetized, a video that got 1 million views would net me like $400. $400. You know what I mean? Like you know how many videos you got to do until you hit one with 1 million, until you get one that get 1 million views. Like so dudes is jealous and mad at me for making $400 after I'd have made like 50 videos to get this one to go viral. So I'm just like, yo, like I'm ready to go back to jail on homie, bro. I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna need you to tell me how you can have all the stuff you have, right? Wife, G-Wagon, car, really nice car. Wife, G-Wagon, really big house. 3 kids, 2 kids, 1 on the way. You know what I'm saying? A high-paying job. He was a surgeon. So he was making like 250 grand because he would brag about it all the time in college. You got all of this, but you're going out of your way to try to like shame me or tell me I'm horrible. And I'm not even making money. I'm not even making money from this. I'm literally just entertaining for free. And you going out of your way to convince me that I'm some sort of horrible, terrible person or something? Yo, W's in the chat, the hyperspace, Brody. Thank you for the $1. Thank you for the euro, which is like $7 actually. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo. So, you guys are asking for mods? Oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all of this, right? You know what I'm saying? And so homie tells me this. This is exactly what he tells me when I say this to him on Twitter. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm about to come find you. I'm about to look for you. I'm about to hurt you. This is exactly what he says to me. He's like, bro, I was just joking. I was pranking you. And I'm like, how is every video a prank? So he did exactly what, every coward does. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just need for this guy to be unhappy or unhappy about himself because I'm a happy person. I need for this guy to be unhappy. I just need to ruin his day. I got to find a way. And you know what I'm saying? Like he never really succeeded, but I was going to go ruin his day. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized after doing some research that he was an unhappy coward. You know what I'm saying? He was a very unhappy coward. Like, what's his name? Like the Root. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Root, an unhappy coward who hides behind, generalized. Oh, that's like me. Oh, no, I'm hiding behind, he's using stuff like religion, which is why I don't talk about religion. He's using religion. He's hiding behind religion and blah, blah, blah. But if you were really happy to Root, you wouldn't be coming on here trying to like disrespect, like trying to convince me not to be happy because I'm different from you. Stupid. We're different. You know what I mean? I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? So, bruh. Yeah, homie was stalking, bros. You know what I'm saying? For real. What's up, Jay on the grind? Should I share my wife? I have no idea, bro. That's not so. I have no idea, bro. Like, I ain't got no input on that one, bro. All right, hold on, guys. Give me a second. Understandable. Hey, what's up, Dylan? Yo, what's up, Bob Howes? What am I gonna eat today? I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Yo, I love pizza. I love pizza. I do. Type of one in the chat if you love pepperoni pizza, bro. Yeah, I'm saying, bro, I got these Red Baron pizzas, man. Yesterday I ate a bunch of fast food, but today, bro, I'm on the Red Baron pizza kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Huh? Hey Queen, I don't know your regular, I don't know your actual name. You know what I'm saying? What's your actual name? Nah. Dylon, and Dylon. Mm. Somebody was up in here going through it. Bruh. Somebody was going through it in the chat. Yeah, you're about to get. Yeah. All right, here. Let me throw you out, bro. Cause it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna ban you to Roop because you're one of these. Yeah, I'm saying like you can only watch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we don't talk about religion up in here, bro. We don't talk about religion or politics regardless. You know what I'm saying? So for real, for real. So my mods have been instructed, you know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody starts talking about a whole bunch of religion or something, you know what I'm saying, just get banned. Like it just banned. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Mm, 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 mm. I got you guys. I got you guys coming up fresh. Yo, I it's the type of one in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you guys can hear everything I'm saying and the audio is good, type of two in the chat. If you can't hear what I'm saying and the audio is bad. All right, so this is a story that you guys super chatted for. You feel me? Here's the story. And this is the story of why I don't fall in love, why I don't do love. I don't want love. I don't want it. I really, you know what I mean? It's just not what I want. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I would rather, you know what I mean, me and a female be just friends than love and all of that. You know what I mean? Married and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'll get married one day, you know what I'm saying? Like I just haven't found my one special person. You feel me? Like once I find my one special person, I'll get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I just like to wait. I like to take things real slow. I like to wait at least 5 years before I make a girl my wife, you know what I'm saying? To make sure that, you know what I mean, she has good energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rushing into anything. You know what I'm saying? If Russian works for y'all, that's cool. You know what I mean? It ain't my stilo. What's up, Lucky? What's up, OAM? What's up, Optic? What's up, ZI? What's up, Dylan? What's up, Tallahassee? What's up, Luthien? What's up, Naki? What's up, Jay on the grind? What's up, Leslie? What's up, Javon? Jay on the grind. I don't think I should keep you here, bro. I don't think I should keep you here, bro. I don't think you're one of my people. I don't. I call Cap. Yeah, you say that in every live you're in, bro. It really, you're. It really. It doesn't make me no never mind, bro. I don't even say that. I need about 15, 20 years. Understandable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Jay. You know what I mean? You were saying earlier that, you don't think I'm a good person. You shouldn't be here then. We should put you out, right? Like you shouldn't be in the show if you know what I mean? Like, if you think I'm a horrible person, why would you want to be here? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be here if I'm this terrible person, right? You know what I'm saying? So, oh, okay. Yo, I got you. Understandable. That's what's up, Jay. You're entitled to your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tell me more, Jay. Tell me more. All right, so, hey, Rayla, I appreciate you for staying. I appreciate you for looking for my content for so long, yo. Yeah, everyone's different. We're all human. No one's perfect. Hey, type of one in the chat if you're, type of one in the chat if there's a such thing as a perfect person. Type of two in the chat if there's a such thing as we're all human. Like, you know what I'm saying? In some cases, getting married is not the right choice. In some cases, not getting married isn't the right choice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, we're all human. I know, right? Yeah, that's why. I know, right? Dude, it'd be funny. It's it's so funny, like how some people they'll be like they'll think that their best route in order to try to make me mad is to try to strip me of my humanity. That's not like word. It's not how that works. Did you guys know that to some people, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a horrible person? Did you guys know that? To some people, Paul Walker wasn't a good person. To some people, Martin Luther King was an a-hole. Like, my bad, y'all. Bruh, like I don't know why my cereal box did that. Yeah. It'd be mad funny. Yeah, you can't be a hero. You cannot be a hero in everyone's story. Okay, so this is the story time that that you guys super chatted for, right? This is the reason why I don't fall in love. I don't do none of that. Yeah, I mean, a female almost got me put in jail, put in prison for the rest of my life. She almost convinced me to take somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Take out 20 dudes. Okay, so this is what it is. This is what happened, right? So you guys remember that chick Risa? I told you guys I was with that girl Risa. She was, you know what I mean? She would come home and tell me about all the other dudes she was talking to that weren't me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all the way no good. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? One day, she comes home and she brings her friend with her, her female friend. And her and her female friend are talking about this party. Oh, we're about to go to this party. It's about to be lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a great time. You know what I mean? Like, usually, at first I was invited to the party, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to chill. It's going to be a good time. So then, at some point, I became uninvited to the party, right? The chick is like, oh, you can't come. You're not allowed to go to the party, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, yo, I'm going to go to the party and I'm going to be back later on tonight. So she leaves on Friday night to go to the party. And I don't hear back from her until Tuesday afternoon. So I'm just like, I'm trying to find her. I'm trying to call her. Her phone's off. She's not picking up. You know what I'm saying? It's all the way bad. And I'm just like, yo, like, what happened? And she's like, let me see. And she's like, oh no, I lost reception. The party was really crazy. So, couldn't blah, 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 blah. Right? So at a certain point, she tells me, she's like, yo, so when she finally comes back, I've tried calling this girl for 5-6 days. We lived together. You know what I mean? So I really felt when she wasn't there because we lived together. So 6 days later, she comes home. She finally walks in the door, and I ask her, yo, where you been at? She's like, oh, I was, I was held hostage. That's what happened. I was held hostage. at the party. Now, before that, she tried to tell me she just went over some friends' houses, that she was staying with some of her family members, all this other bullshit, right? And I was believing her because hold on, give me a second, y'all. So I'm believing her because, you know, let me see. Give me a second, I'm taking a thumbnail. Oh, yeah. I'm believing her because I loved her and shit. You know what I mean? So because I'm believing her, you know what I mean? Hey, type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to grab the camera once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys want me to just tell more stories once we reach the super chat milestone and not grab the camera. Yeah, you can't leave for a party and come back 6 days later, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you were held hostage. I know N1K. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So, with that being said, also, the best way, the easiest way to super chat to me is through the link that's the pinned link that's in the comment section. Leads directly to my tip jar. You know what I'm saying? It is PayPal. You send it straight through. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to send to your boy, it comes straight to us. We're able to immediately buy brand new equipment and stuff for live streaming and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We're immediately able to upgrade the live streams and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Computer's still on the way. It's just taking longer than I thought. I think my card came today, but like I needed to sign for the package. So they said I gotta get it resent out. Freaking. So, with that being said, hold up, y'all. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, after grilling her for like 6 hours trying to figure out where she was and what happened, because she was obviously lying to me about everything, right? You know, she finally tells me, she's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you, Maurice, but you can't get mad, which only makes me which only piles on more anxiety on the situation. I'm like, yo, what do you mean I can't get mad? Like, what happened? She's like, okay, you just gotta promise me you won't get mad. And I'm like, yo, you have to just tell me what happened. Look, you gotta promise me you won't get mad. I'm like, all right, fine, I promise I won't get mad. What happened? She's like, okay, so I was at the party, and this is exactly what she told me. I was at the party, and while I was at the party, we were just hanging out and having a good time, and then the girl said she was about to go get some food. So she gets up and leaves the party with some of the guys to go get food, and then when she left, they ran a choo-choo train on me. Like, she's like, oh, they ran a train on her. Or apparently like all the dudes in there just took turns on her on some hostage type, taking advantage of her type stuff, right? Like like on some let's see, who's been lied on recently? Let's see. They said like Heather, what the heck was that girl's name? Heather, it wasn't Heather Locklear. It wasn't Heather Swallows either. That one chick, I forgot her name, the one that was in Aquaman, she said that Johnny Depp took advantage of her. Like, basically grape allegation, right? Oh, they all graped me, took turns, horrible, terrible shit. So when she's telling me this shit, bro, it's fucking with me bad, bro. Because, I'm the type of person where I always protect my women. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they're shitty women, I tend to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Makes a lot of sense. That's why a lot of girls probably like me, is because they see me as sheer protection. Makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Covered in tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I say nigga a lot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I grab my balls when I'm cracking jokes. It's normal shit, right? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, yeah, Amber Heard, definitely one of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was definitely for the streets, bro. She was super, super, super for the streets. You know what I'm saying? 1,000,000%. What's up, Dylan? What's up, Asmit? What's up, Cartoon Planet? That's what's up. Dang, yeah, sorry to hear that song. Hey, what's up, Apex? What's up? What's up? What's up, Nick? Hmm. Yo, what's good, Lil Dot? What's good, Cone? What's good, Dylan? What's good, JJ? Yo, what's good, Kono? Yo, W's in the chat for Rolando matches. Just super chatted $2 straight through the channel. You know what I'm saying? 42 more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you guys an even crazier story than this. And we're going to do a Lamar Jackson edit. If you guys want, we'll take a poll. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good, Street Kings? What's good, Asmit? Asmit? What's good, Angel Plays? What's good, Flip? What's good, Street Clean? What's good, Lil Don? Lil Dot. Always a pleasure. That's what's up, Asmit. Yeah. Yo, you got beat up. You got beat up in middle school, Brody, because someone you was dating was lying on being raped. Yeah, that's a normal occurrence in any type of dating. Yeah, I'm saying is being lied on about rape. That's just normal. Don't feel bad, bro. Don't even feel bad. You know what I'm saying? If a chick lies on you and say you raped her, don't take it to heart, bro. Do not take it to heart, bro. I've been lied on a lot, bro. It's just normal. Hmm? Hey, what's up, Jessica? What's up, Nella? What's up, LaFrost? What's up, Exotic? Yo, what's up, Chaotic? What's up, Ashorian? Yo, what's up, Renaissance? What's up, Jessica? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Malik? What's up, Kinda Heen? Yo, type of 1 in the chat if you guys can hear everything I'm saying. Type of 2 in the chat if you can't hear nothing I'm saying. Twisted. Hmm? All right, y'all. Once we reach the super chat milestone, we will be telling even crazier stories than that. Okay, so peep game, right? She tells me she got trained and held hostage and gang raped and, all that bullshit, right? So I believe her because I love this girl. Now, the thing I don't like about love is unwavering belief. That's the reason why I kind of not go towards love and being all lovey-dovey and simpy and shit. Because when I do that, when I am only with one girl and I'm in love with that chick, all this other shit, right? Like, I would rather be single than just with one girl. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I would choose to be single. I would dead ass choose to be single instead of being just with one girl, bro. Real talk. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whenever I've only focused on one girl, bro, it's always never gone good, bro. It's never gone good. That's just my own personal preference. It's my own personal preference. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you into, you know what I'm saying? Like different strokes for different folks. Potato, tomato, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I would rather be single because whenever I tend to fall in love too hard when, you know what I mean? Like when I'm with one chick, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, this chick, she freaking, she tells me, she's like, yo, they stole everything. They took, you know what I'm saying? Like they took my drawers, they took it all. They just took my blah, blah, blah. Know the girl lied about being raped in middle school by another dude. So I tried to kick his ass, but it didn't end well. Oh, so you found out that the girl was lying on a different guy saying he raped her and you tried to help. Yeah, that's why you just don't make sure the girl is loyal. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I like to wait, you know what I mean, before I get married. That's why I like to wait 5 years before I get married. in order to make sure that the girl is loyal and all of that stuff, to make sure that our energies match. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So with that being said, you know what I mean? So this girl tells me, she's like, yo, look, you can't get mad, but they ran a train on me, and you know, they took it, and they just kept taking turns on me for 6 days straight. They just kept doing it over and over and over, and I couldn't run away, I couldn't escape, you know, and it was horrible, terrible. I'm the victim, no. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, when I was told that, I was infuriated. And where I'm from, we were taught that, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't taught to just take something like that lying down. No, diddy. I was taught to, you know, go bring them closer to God. Find the dudes that did it. And you know what I mean? And pretty much set up a meeting between them and God. You know what I'm saying? I was taught that when people do this type of stuff to people that you love, you gotta get them a meeting with Jesus Christ himself. So in my mind, you know what I'm saying, I decided, yo, J2 Tough, you want me to do a Lamar Jackson edit? That's a 50 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it takes about 3 years to properly know a person. I like to take 5. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I asked her who did it, and she wouldn't tell me who did it. She wouldn't tell me who did it. She wouldn't tell me the names of the guys. She wouldn't, which was the first red flag. If you were taken advantage of and it was this horrible, why won't you tell me who did it? That was the first red flag, right? But I loved her, and I was with her, and I was loyal to her, so I believed her, and I went looking for the dudes that did it, right? Now, whenever I was about to get into a really, really heinous crime when I was younger, I like to sit and wait for 3 days to make sure that that's really what I wanted to do, right? I like to make peace with the consequences of my actions before I do the actions that get the consequences, if that makes sense to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna go to jail for the rest of my life, I like to make sure that this was a well thought out decision that I decided to do. And, you know, I sat on this information for 3 days, and I decided that, yeah, I'm still gonna go and bring these dudes closer to God. I'm still gonna go kill these dudes. So I kept asking the girl I was dating. She wouldn't tell me who it was. So I went and I found her friend that was at the house talking about the party with her. Because she said that girl left with some of the guys and left her there to get raped. So she was in on it. Now, where I'm from, no women, no kids. We don't hurt no women, no kids. But if a chick gets your chick raped on, you can beat her up a little. You can beat her. You know what I mean? No one's gonna, you know what I mean? It's cool. She a man at that point. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, that's what's up. So it was a setup. That's what she said. So I went, and it took me another 3 days, but I tracked down her female friend that had set up the party, that had set all of this up, that Risa had said did that made it happen, right? I tracked the girl down. She was a substitute. You feel me? Baby girl was a substitute teacher at UNLV. So I literally cased UNLV for 2 days to find her. I found her at her class, waited for her outside of her class because she was a substitute teacher. Waited for her outside of her classroom. All the students let out, you know what I mean? And when she left the class, I followed her to her car. You know what I'm saying? In a way as to where she didn't know I was following her, right? So when she gets to her car, and I confirm that that's her car, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, what's up, yo? And she's like, and she's happy to see me, which is another red flag, right? Because why didn't she try to run? Why didn't she know? It's as if she didn't know that Risa had told her that she'd been, it's as if she didn't know that Risa had been gang taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So with that being the case, you know, that's another red flag, right? That I'm not You know what I mean? This is not what it looks like. But again, I was in love. And one of the things that sucks about love is love conquers all. Love does conquer all. Love conquers reason. Love conquers freaking, clear-headedness. Love will have you doing some crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. So with that being said, right, I walk up on the girl and I'm like, yo, her name was like, we'll say her name was Taffy, right? I walk up on Taffy and I'm like, yo, Taffy, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. And I'm in comedian. I was in my comedian bag at the, you know what I mean? Talking to her like I'm a comedian. Yo, we gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, so hey, I need to know the names of the dudes that were at that party. And she was like, oh, you mean the celebrity party we had, the hotel party? I'm like, yes, I need to know the names of those dudes. She's like, I'm not going to give you the names of those guys that were at my party. And I was like, you're going to have to give me the names of the guys at the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, so she's like, I'm not giving you the names. So I'm like, all right, look, peep game, right? And this is exactly what I tell her. I'm like, yo, look, so, you know what I mean? My girl, like Risa, she was gang taken advantage of at the party. You know what I'm saying? She said you was in on it. Now, where I'm from, we don't hurt women and kids, right? No women, no kids. With that being said, I'm going to need the names of the dudes that's at the party. Because if you don't tell me the names, then I'm going to take you off the list of women and kids not to hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, boy, please, I'm not telling you anything, okay? Like, if you think, like, you're just gonna have to sit on it, okay? You better ask her about it. I ain't telling you shit. And she does that black girl, that mean black girl shit, right? Where you're just gonna have to deal with it. I ain't giving you nothing. You just blah, 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 right? And then she just goes to walk off. I ain't telling you shit. I ain't scared of you. And then she just starts walking away towards her car, right? So I walk behind her and I tell her, and I'm like, okay, and I tell her in as nice of a way, but probably a really scary way. And I'm like, all right, so it looks like you're gonna be the first female I ever fuck up. You're gonna be the first female I ever hurt. You're gonna be the first one. You know what I mean? And then I start stretching. I'm like this. Well, guess you're gonna be the first one. You know what I mean? All right, that's what's up. I start walking up on her and shit. I was really probably about to do that shit, bro. And again, this is why I said I don't do love no more, bro. Because that's where it took my brain, bro. I can't even do it, bro. Women gaslight and manipulate too much and too hard and are too good at it for me to fall in love anymore. I can't. They're too good at it. You know what I mean? I didn't even know up from down, bro. I was really about to stomp out a female because this chick told me that she had been taken advantage of, right? So I get close upon her. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we doing it. And she turns around at the last minute. Wait, Maurice, no. She turns around. Wait, Maurice, no. It was a gangbang. It was a gangbang, Maurice. Okay, she wanted it. It was a gangbang. And then all the little tidbits of information that both the women had made sure to leave out, so that I continued to think that they were faithful and that they wasn't out getting the huckleback or all this other bullshit, right? All of, you know what I mean, like her telling me that, it filled in all the blanks. It reminded me that this female is the same female that would kiss other dudes and then come tell me it wasn't her fault. Oh no, what? No. He kissed me. I just stood there and let it happen. It's not my fault. This not cheating. He kissed me. Like, she would do that every freaking day. And then, you know what I'm saying, this was also the chick, you know what I'm saying, that it just made too much sense. And I was like, oh, and then it clicked. It's like, oh, so that's why she was gone for 6 days. If she was really big, like, you know what I mean? Everything, it all made sense. And when she told me that, she's like, Maurice, it was on. She wanted it. It was a gang. It was a gangbang, and they were athletes, and it was a gangbang. She wanted to get gangbanged out by athletes. I helped her out, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, well, see you later. You have a nice day. And I just turned around and walked off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. There was no animosity towards the chick. You know what I mean? But like, I wanted that information. I needed that information. I deserved to have the information because I was paying her bills. She was living with me. You know what I'm saying? I was paying her bills. Bruh, so after that, I went back to my crib, you know what I'm saying? And I threw her out. Dumped her, threw her the fuck out of my house, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and after that, you know what I mean? Like, I kicked it with her a couple more times because, you know, like, I'll be a softie sometimes, so I still kicked it with her from time to time, but I never trusted a goddamn thing she ever said out of her mouth. And after that, she was just a cuddy buddy. Just smashing. That's it. Just snoo snoo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? And people will be like, oh my God, that's messed up that you don't love these hoes just because they do stuff like this to pretty much anyone that'll fall for it. And you know what I mean? Like, you know, buddle uddle. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Dragon Ball. Yeah, man, it's a really good shirt. Real cool shirt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of other experiences with women as well, which have further cemented that, you know, yeah, that I should wait and be very, very careful who I marry. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Dr. Girlfriend proposed to me like twice. She asked me to marry her, and I told her, fuck no. What the fuck would I do that for? Like, hell no. She asked me to get her pregnant and marry her at the same time. You know what I'm saying? She was at some other dude's house. You know what I'm saying? She calls me up or whatever, and she's like, yeah, I'm at some other guy's house. The only way I'll come back, the only way I'll come and be with you again is if you marry me and get me pregnant. And I was like, why the fuck would I do that? And hung up on her. Like, what the fuck? That's not good. Like, I don't get nothing for this. Man. She wanted me to, that's just hilarious. Now you slimmed down. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the compliment. Vegito or Gogeta? Vegito. Tacos or burgers? Tacos. That's why I don't play when it comes to women. Yeah, bro, I just don't, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's all good. I still love women. I still hang out with women. I still treat females with respect, mostly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I just don't give women the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? If it sounds like it's goofy, then I just in my brain. Like, I'll tell y'all some other goofy shit. I had this female hit me up recently, man, telling me how rich she is and how many cars she has and how big of a mansion she is. She hits me up. She's like, yo, I'm trying to make a boxing documentary, and you have to invest. Like, these guys are being stingy. No one's investing. And I'm like, yo, like, you know what I mean? She started saying that all men. She started trying to gaslight me over the phone, talking about some, you know, how all men are like selfish and stingy because, you know what I mean? Like, because like we won't give her money. You know what I'm saying? Top of one in the chat, if you've ever had a woman try to consider you, I have forgotten about Dr. Girlfriend. Yeah, she's not anybody that I care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not someone that I would ever care about. I never even hit Dr. Girlfriend raw. Ever. I never even hit her raw. Ever. Used a condom for the entire 6 years we were together. That's how little I trusted that chick, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? After she came home and told me, oh, I made a new friend at college and I got his number. You're not jealous, are you? And then when I dumped her for doing that, because when she came home and she told me, yo, I met this other guy at college and I got his number and I'm going to start hanging out at his house. Are you okay with that? And I was like, you should go be with that guy. You guys should date. You guys make a cute couple. It's over between me and you. It's over. Get out. And she's, wait, no, that's not, I never forget a response, bro. Wait, that's not what you were supposed to say. You're taking this the wrong way. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. Like, nigga. Yeah, I never hit that raw, bro. I never hit that raw. I ain't hit a chick raw. I ain't hit a chick raw since I was in college, bro. I don't even do that no more, bro. I don't. It's not smart. It's not smart, bro. It's not a good idea. It's just not a good idea, bro. Like, yeah, you gotta be careful. All right, y'all. Type of 1 in the chat. Yeah, she was testing you. It backfired on her. Yeah. Nah, she was yo, and what's really messed up is the messed up thing about that specific test is if I fail that test, she starts cheating on me religiously. That I believe that women will test you. Women will test you. Women will shit test you before they go off and get with a different dude. You know what I mean? And the shit tests are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And if you fail the shit test, you just get cheated on. And she'll just keep cheating, and and the dude will never know why. What do you mean? You mean to tell me when she came and asked me to go over that guy's house? Like, and what's messed up is, I'll tell you guys how to fail those tests. If we reach the super chat milestone, which is, let's say, 100 in super chat, I'll tell you guys how to pass all those shit tests. On God. I'll tell you guys how to pass those shit tests. You know what I'm saying? And because it is not easy. And unless you've either been shit tested by over 1,000 women, which I have, or, you know what I'm saying, you've read books on what shit test is and how to pass them and shit, you'll fail it and not even know you failed. And then the woman will take that, oh, okay, and then go do fucked up shit. And then come back later. So me and Bob, we're gonna be hanging out a little bit more now. Like, you're okay with that, right? That's a shit test. It's a shit test. Saying yes, you fail that shit test. If you say no, you fail the shit test. If your girl comes to you and says, baby, I'm about to go over this guy's house to hang out. If you say no, you can't go, that fails the shit test. If you say yes, if you say, yeah, go ahead and go, then you fail the shit test. There's not a lot of people that know the answer to this fucked up shit. It's diabolical, bro. Shit is diabolical, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I learned both those the hard way, bro. I'll give you one better, bro. I lost a supermodel like that, bro. I was with this supermodel, bro. She was a supermodel stripper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl was bad to the bone. You know what I'm saying? Bad. So, I'm with chick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? One day she hit me up. Now, one of the people that I was friends with or whatever, you know, during this time was Jinx the Rebel. You know what I'm saying? Jinx the YouTube channel, right? So, I had taken this girl over Jinx's house in order to do a reaction video. Unbeknownst to me, Jinx is a piece of shit. Didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? He went behind my back, got her number when I wasn't looking, right? So one night she calls me and she says, yo, you know, I'm about to go hang out over Jinx's house. Are you okay with that? I didn't know what I know now. I told her, yeah, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. And she fucked that nigga. And then me and her, I ended up dumping her after I found out that she smashed him. Because, you know, I shouldn't have dumped her. I just didn't know what I was doing. But I dumped her. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have dumped her. There's a smart way to handle that as well. But, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I lost that bad chick because I did not know how to pass that shit test or those shit tests. You know what I'm saying? But I learned. You know, I know now. You know what I'm saying? The chick I'm with right now, she tried that goofy shit. And I passed that shit and made her give me $3,000 just for playing with me. Just for testing me. She had to give me 3 G's. You know what I mean? And she paid. Hey, Rolando, thank you for the $1 in super chat, Brody. I'm down for some I'm definitely down for some Fortnite, bros. Definitely, yo. Hey, so what time do you normally go to bed? What time do you normally go to bed, Jonathan the Gamer? My ex touched me and I told her, don't touch me because I have a new chick. And my ex told me, you just got touched by a girl. And I told my ex, don't touch me. Hey, that's what's up. So the test means it's game over. So if you get the test, if a female shit tests you, the shit test alone, if you get shit tested by a female, the shit test alone is like, wait, I'm gonna sit down so all you guys can see me level. Okay, so a lot of you guys might not know what a shit test is. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, we are 99 away from the super chat milestone. Type a 1 in the chat if once we reach the super chat milestone, you guys want me to tell you guys how to pass female shit tests. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to just tell you crazy stories about passing crazy female shit tests or females shit tests. Because every female's gonna shit test you, bro. I know women can be fucked up, but damn. I mean, you know, it just is what it is. My ex of mine still owes me $1 million for faking a woman faked a pregnancy test? Damn. All right, looks like you guys like stories. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But if someone super chats if someone super chats $50 and asks me how to pass a female's shit test, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I'm streaming from 2 different. Am I in a relationship? I have a girlfriend, technically. You know what I mean? Like, she be watching my lives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she be watching my lives and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's an exotic dancer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real. I don't pay none of her bills though. I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? I don't do none of that. Hmm? How long have we been together? 5 years, bro. 5 years. I know, right? You got to be sitting there like, bro, like what? Why would a woman be with him for 5 years? I know, right? I don't know either. Shoot, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've tried dumping her. I've dumped her like 4 times. You know what I mean? She be coming back. Baby, please. I'd be like, Yeah, just because a woman is a dancer does not mean she's a 304, bro. I don't believe I would never call my girlfriend a hoe. I would never call any girl that I hang out with a hoe. I wouldn't even call any random girls hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even believe that hoes are hoes. I really don't believe that. I don't believe that I don't believe that women that go and do their dirt on the low, I don't believe they're hoes. You know what I'm saying? I believe they're human. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? With that being said, it's weird. I have a very How long have you been sus, Daxton Shorts? How long have you been in the dudes, Daxton Short? Or how long have you been in the closet, Daxton Shorts? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I love women. I do. I love them for who they are. I don't, you know what I mean? If I'm with a chick, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't never be like handcuffing or cuffing females and whatnot. Oh, you got to be this way. You got to be all this. You know what I'm saying? I let a female know, like, look, I like a female that I like a female that watch anime and play video games and watch action movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? If a female has a dude on the side, like way from where I'm at or whatever, I don't have anything to do the next day, then I stay up till 3 a.m. What days don't you have anything to do? You don't like bros? I don't understand the question, Aubrey. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I do. I have dude friends. I have more dude friends than I do female friends or whatever. But like me and dudes, we don't really tend to. I don't tend to get along with a lot of guys because women like me so much that whenever I come around, dudes get mad. Dudes get really, really mad because women like me so much, and women always have crushes on me. So dudes will see that and just start accusing me of goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just goofy shit. Oh man, you're some sort of horrible person. And oh my God, you know, it's goofy. It's just goofy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like as you guys know, I'm a 2nd degree black belt in Tibetan Lama. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really even go to my martial arts classes like that because dudes that don't get women, they have they don't like dudes that do get women because, you know, they make it so because you know why. Any girls that are around, you know, like me being around a dude that doesn't date any women, that doesn't get women, is gonna remind him that he doesn't get women. And then he's gonna be mad at me. You know, like, you know what I mean? You see it all the time. They usually start trying to accuse me of being some sort of bad person. And what the actuality is he just doesn't get hoes. And something about me gives off, oh, this guy gets girls or has girls. And then they'll get mad at me. Oh, you're a horrible person. You blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. I get it all the time. You see it on the internet. I get it on the internet all the time. All the time. I get it all the time. Yeah, you know, jealous. Okay, so I'll tell you guys some stories about this type of stuff that happens to me, right? I was in martial arts class about 3 months ago, and this is the reason why I don't really fucking go no more. I don't, you know what I mean? Because the dudes, for some reason, a lot of those dudes in there are freaking weirdos. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, Kendra. Hey, yo, Vivid. Hey, yo, like, my chat is not, my viewers are not your emotional punching bags. So don't come in here trying to make people feel bad for you, bro. You do that again, and my mods are gonna, you know, boot you out, bro. Because you're not gonna come in here and treat my viewers like they're emotional punching bags. You know what I mean? Having to hear you talk about how depressed you are, or whatever. If that's the case, I suggest you call up a mental health care practitioner. You call up somebody who can really help you. Because none of us in here are licensed therapists, bro. Real talk. Young Breezy, quit being like that, bro. Don't do that. Who wins in the fight, BHD or Chavez? I don't know, man. Chavez is super strong. Chavez is, Chavez is scary, man. I don't know. Oh. All right, Sloppy, 2 seconds. You go talk to Vivid then. You and Vivid go have a conversation in DM, and you can let him tell you how depressed and horrible things are for him. Good luck. You know what I mean? Good. What's up, Dylan? How you been? I've been good. All right, so this is what happened. I'm in martial arts class, right? And I'm kicking it, you know what I mean? I'm training people and whatnot. And my martial arts instructor, he asked me to start telling some stories. Because, you know, if I don't tell stories, the class will get boring, right? So, yeah, Chavez did beat up my Asian friend, but I didn't beat him up. So, you know what I mean? Tit for tat. That whole thing. That's what's up. All right, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I go to my martial arts class, and you know, there's this dude in there who looks a lot like he looks like Dobby the house elf from Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? Dobby the house elf from Harry Potter. Real talk. So with that being said, you know, I'm hanging out. Okay, so the next super chat milestone is in 42 bucks. Once we reach that mug, I'm gonna tell you guys a way crazier story than this one. Birds, Billable, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like my mods, they've been instructed to what do you call that? They've been instructed to time out anybody that is just trying to like what do you call that? Grief bait. Anybody who's just in there trying to say, oh God, woe is me. Yeah, I mean, my viewers are not emotional tampons, man. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's trauma dumping. Hey, type a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to tell my mods to let people trauma dump. Type a 2 in the chat if you come here to have a good time and not to, you know, like be trauma dumped on. It's up to you. It's up to you guys. Ricky says, grab the camera for a Lamar edit. That's a 20 in super chat. Super chat 20, and I'll, you know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of people don't like for trauma dumpers. You know what I'm saying? Was moving out the hood the best thing for me? Moving out the hood was the best thing I've ever done in my life, bro. It was great for me. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why it was really good for me is because, like, living in the hood, bro, I would have had to murder somebody. Because they fuck with you too much, man. They mess with you too much. You know what I'm saying? They're always trying to rob you or you know, find a way to, you know, get you for some shit. Or, you know what I mean? Like, and if you're nice, then you get got for everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, bro, I can't even do this, bro. How many phones I have? I have 3 phones. You know? 2 for the bread, 1 for the bread, and 2 for the hose. 2 for the bread and 1 for the hose. I got 2 phones. All right. So, peep game, right? You know what I mean? So I'm in class, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm training and everything. And this, one of the people that I was training with, man, like, you could look at him and tell that he gets no women. None at all. Women don't like him. Women don't want nothing to do with him. You know, but that doesn't matter. This is martial arts class, right? We're in martial arts class, man. My martial arts instructor, the lead instructor there, asked me to tell them some stories while he trains people so that it will be less boring. I'm like, okay, cool. I got you. I start telling them the story about how I was up at the skating rink and I met this bad female that looked like Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? And then me and Rihanna, we hung out. You know what I'm saying? We went some places. She asked me to be her boyfriend, but I'm telling the whole story all the way through, right? About 75% of the way through the story, the guy tries to repurpose the story and make it sound like I'm some sort of predator. Like I'm after young people or kids or something like that. Bro, you were at a skating rink, like looking for women? And I'm like, not only was it like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Ew. Like, are you always like this? What's wrong with you? And he's like, oh, my bad, bro. It just, you're at the skating rink, like it was, it's children there. I'm like, bro, like I already told you in the story, the female I was talking to is 26. Like, what do you do? Like, what, ew, like, are you always like this? You don't get out much, do you? And he's like, nah, man. I mean, I'm just saying, man, it seems like you're into, sick shit. And I'm just like, how? How could you get any of that from this story? Is that what you're into? Or like, is that you telling me that that's what you're into? Because I never even thought about that telling this story, but he did. So I'm like, yeah, so, this is obviously your thing. Is it like a fetish of yours? Like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, no, man. So I turned it back on him. I successfully turned it around on him. Everyone starts laughing at this nigga, but I stopped telling stories, right? And I'm gonna keep it real with you. After that day, I stopped fucking going. I stopped going. I ain't really even want to show up no more. Cause a lot of those dudes up in there, they're completely holeless. So holeless, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But when their holelessness, but just take my word for it. Dudes that date, you just shouldn't talk. You should not be around dudes that don't get women, man. You don't want to be around dudes that don't get women, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. At least for me, bro. I be trying to make friends with them, but they always end up becoming a Chavez or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that he was into sick shit like Chavez is, but like, oh, you're a bad person because you get hoes. That's why Chavez, just hates my guts. Because Chavez gets no hoes, and it's never really been that much of an issue for me. Women have liked me my whole life, thankfully. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love females so much. That's why I like women. That's why I like I'm not gonna say I like women more than dudes, because you don't want to go that route. But, still good people. You know what I mean? Did I watch Invincible? Yeah. I don't know. All right, so what time is it, yo? What time is it where you guys are at? Did I watch Invincible? I watched a lot of Invincible. You can... What the hell are you... So, Ricardo Chavez, your name is Chavez. Is that why you're looking for women teenagers? Oh, I'm sad to hear that you're into women teenagers, Ricardo Chavez. Hello, Chavez, Slovakia. Hey, guys, we got Chavez, Slovakia in here. Oh, boy. Don't make me throw up inside my own mouth. Don't make me throw up. Yeah. Hey, yeah, Chavez. That's why we could never be cool, man. That's why you hate my guts, bro. Because, I'm not into what you're into. It's not my thing, man. Yeah. Yeah, Chavez, oh God, that guy, he's screwed, man. Like, his wife is like, nigga. All right, y'all, type a 1 in the chat if you guys can see the screen and hear everything I'm saying. Type a 2 in the chat if you can't see the screen and hear everything I'm saying. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? All right, so... Thanks for the compliment, Brody. Wow. So it looks like the chat broke on my Oh, hilarious. Have I played Red Dead? No. Yeah, no. You can find women, teenagers, or young adults at skating, not only kids. I don't want no women teenagers, Ricardo Chavez. That's what makes your text so creepy, bro. So that sounds to me like you're after women teenagers or young adult women. I don't want any of that. I like adult women. I don't like teach their own. I ain't gonna judge you, Ricardo Chavez, but nigga, don't say stupid shit and you won't get treated like a dumbass. You shouldn't say goofy shit. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, but true? True. Hey, W's in the chat to but true. W's in the chat. You know what I mean? Yo, type of one in the chat. Badly worded, sorry. Understandable, Ricardo Chavez. Understandable. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You got to see it from my point of view, man. When somebody says, oh, young women, teenagers, it was badly worded, bro. It's cool, man. I just make me throw up a little bit inside my mouth. I don't want shit to do with no woman teenagers, nigga. The fuck? It happens to the best of us, Ricardo. Yeah, man, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was just badly worded, man. That's badly worded, Brody. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I've been watching you for like 7 years. Yo, I appreciate you. Yo, I don't like you comparing me to Chavez. Nigga, your name is Chavez. What are you doing? Yo, your name is Chavez and you literally just said women teenagers. You was better off saying you love all women. I don't like young women. I love all women. Go ahead and clip that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, look. I'll tell you what, bro. We'll completely drop it. What's up, Rohan? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the 2 in super chat. W's in the chat. I'll tell you what, Ricardo. You know what I'm saying? If you y'all laughing. Yo, look. All you gotta do, look, Ricardo, you know what I'm saying? Super chat, $15 through the channel or through the tip jar, bro, and we'll completely cut all that. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure I'll delete that out. We'll edit that out. You know what I'm saying? That's how much it costs to edit it out, bros. You know what I mean? Oh my. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand the Ricardo. It happens to the best of us. Just badly worded, you know what I'm saying? Just badly worded. What's up, Rohan? Glad I got acknowledgement from you though. Yeah. You know what I mean? No problem at all, bros. I'm glad you got some acknowledgement from me. You know what I'm saying? But that's just you know what I mean? That was badly worded, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. Oh my God. But I will still say, you know what I'm saying? Bro, wild title. Yeah, my girlfriend's boyfriend, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right, so look, peep game. I'm telling you guys another situation of when I found out my girlfriend had a boyfriend. So I met this girl in the Uber. You know what I'm saying? She was Ubering me. You feel me? And while she was Ubering me, you know what I'm saying? Like everything was cool and it was all good and everything. And she Ubering me. And she asked me out, like she was like, I was like, yo, we should go get some food. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. So we went to this delicious place and got some food. But once we got to the place to get the food, baby girl got like real stuck up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, because baby girl was like an adjustable 6. You know what I'm saying? She was a practice girl. You know, you know what I'm saying? And in case you guys don't know what a practice girl is, a practice girl is someone that you don't buy her Ubers, you don't pay for nothing. Yo, Jackson Fontenot. W's in the chat for Jackson Fontenot. All right, so a practice girl is a girl that you don't pay for her Ubers, you don't buy her food, you don't take her nowhere. She comes over, takes her clothes off, you choke her for a little bit, you know what I mean? You squeeze her out until she's empty, and then you throw and you know what I mean, you send her back home to probably her other boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That's a practice girl. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I just talked about practice girls, like that shit, I love a practice female, bro. I love a practice girl. I do. Hey, Jackson Fontenot, where are you from, Brody? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, man. I love a practice girl, man. Practice girls are some of the greatest people, man. They suck everything. They be some of the most. They be some of the women that be cooking and cleaning and doggy styling and all the stuff we guys like, man. They always naked. Usually, it's a great place to be. You supposed to be chilling with your wife and children. I don't like. No, that's you. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable. I don't know why you would name yourself dead, but like yeah, no, yeah, dead. That's all you. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's what you want out of life, then that's understandable. Yeah, see, me having a wife would be an L. That's an L. That is an L for me. I don't. Squid Game's coming to Fort. Really? You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you know what I mean? Like, teach their own. But to me, that's not what I want. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's what's up too. Thank God I am on the fizz zone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the compliment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't need a wife. I get everything that I would get from a wife from just the women that I hang out with. Why would I need a wife? You know what I mean? Yep, no thank you. I'm going ahead and bypass the DDG stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Type of, nah, we good. But yeah, all right, so anyway, you know what I mean? Dang. I was telling you guys a story. Nah. Yeah, I got sidetracked, y'all. My bad. You know what I'm saying? My computer just restarted, so I got sidetracked. Hmm. Oh, but yeah, but yeah, if you guys, if you guys want to get married and stuff, that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. You know what I'm saying? But I like to wait. I like to take things slow. I'm not just gonna jump into some relationship. I'm not gonna marry some chick. I like to wait at least 5 years, to see, if me and a chick's energy matches. I'm not compromising my happiness for anybody. I do not care. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people that are like, oh, well, no, man, you won't get married. So you're not married. So, that makes you some sort of terrible person. But that's like me saying, you can't dunk a basketball. So that makes you a terrible person. Because I like people who can dunk basketballs and you don't dunk a basketball, you guys are a bad person now. So you see how generalizing, it just doesn't make sense. It just makes the person who's generalizing sound like a goofy, Oh man, I don't like people who can't fly. You can't fly? Man, you're a loser. You haven't figured out human flight yet? You need to get your shit together. Oh, man. No kids. I do not have kids. Nope. Do I have a mailing address? I want to send you a gift. Yo, I don't even have a mailing address enough right now. My bad. Yeah, I'm saying like hilarious. You guys are mad fun. I do need to. Everyone has a right to live life the way that makes them comfortable. I'm not going to step out of my comfort zone and do something that I don't believe would be good for me. I'm not doing it. I could care less. Like, all of you guys could hate me. I really don't care. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to. Ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it. So, if you guys think that I need to be married in order for me to be a good person, then I am just not a good person. No. Shit, I'll be that. You know what I mean? I would much rather everyone see me as the worst person in the world than be in a marriage that's not healthy for me. Not gonna do it. That's real. Yeah. Yeah, do what makes you happy. Never listen to others when it comes to your happiness. Real talk. Because people will try to convince you. And what's really wild is if they are able to convince you and then you do go do it and get married and that's not what you want, then they'll laugh at you anyway. Oh, you did it? Oh, you're an idiot. Oh my God. Look at this dummy. He actually did it. Oh, we were just trolling and you did it. Oh my God. Oh my God. He fell for it. What a dumb. Oh my God, he actually did it. I was only trolling. I was just joking. It was a joke. You know what I'm saying? Man. Good. I hope you feel better, Brian. Man. Let me see. Yeah, Brian Free. Yeah, Brian Free. Did you know that means that you're depressed and lonely? It's called projecting. Yo, so everyone send hugs to Brian Free. He's going through it. Poor guy. Poor thing. Everyone send hugs and kisses and healing energy to Brian Free. He says he's depressed and lonely, and he's also angry and insecure. Everyone send healing energy to Brian Free. My day's going good. You know what I'm saying? My day is actually going really freaking awesome. Thanks for asking. You know what I mean? Yeah. For real. Hey, Brian Free, don't run. You know what I mean? Don't run. Yeah, Brian Free just corrected himself. He says it sounds like he's angry, insecure, depressed, and lonely. Sending love and healing energy to Brian Free. Brain free. You're brain free. That's probably why you're angry, insecure, depressed, and lonely. because you're brain free. You need to have a brain. You need to keep your brain. Don't don't release your brain. Don't let your brain be free. You gotta keep that straddled on, like straddled in. You gotta keep that. Hey, W's in the chat to D1 Cam, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. W's in the chat. W's in the chat to D1 Cam. Oh, so that's why you're so depressed, lonely, and what else did you say? So that, okay, that makes sense why you're so depressed and lonely, man. Get well soon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really wish you all the best, and I hope you get well soon. You know what I mean? But you should not project your emotions onto others, because you're usually the only one that feels the way you do. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what the book says. You know what I mean? Yo, W's in the chat to D1 Clam. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Bro, I'm going to keep it real with y'all, bro. I have not, bro, like, there's an awesome VR game called Pavlo. It's a realistic gun game, and you should play the game similar to Among Us. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, one should never compromise their happiness for love. So, yeah, so like I said, me not being married is me not compromising my happiness for love. I would much rather be happy than in love. Far better, way better to be happy than in love for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, to a good amount of people, you know, love is happiness and happiness is love and all that good stuff. But, you know, I find I get the same amount of love and happiness from watching Solo Leveling. You know what I'm saying? From playing video games. I get, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing what I want to do without having, you know what I mean? This is why I like to take things slow with women. Because like a lot of females nowadays, their whole thing is, you know, just talk smack. That's a lot of females' thing. And that's why I like to wait 5 years to make sure that I'm not getting with a you know what I'm saying? That's why I like to take things so slow. I'm not now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not now. I found a lot of people who accept me for who I am. A lot of women accept me for who I am. I don't need that. I already get a lot of that. Yo, man, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, I think. But I'm not looking for any of that brain free. I'm not looking for someone to accept me for who I am. Like, you know what I mean? I've got, yo, W's in the chat from Merc, much love. Yo, been here since the FNAF parody games. Yo, with that being said, would you guys like to see the new, type of one in the chat if you guys would like to see the new Five Nights at Freddy's, not Five Nights at Freddy's, the new Outlast music video that I just got done making. Right now, I'm just creating the skit for the front of it, but I'm done with the music video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brain free. So like I said, you're projecting, bro. So like, hey, brain free. So at what point did you realize that you were just talking alone to your computer? Yep. You know Yeah. You guys, I'm about to learn you guys something today. You know what I mean? When you guys are, you know, dealing with weirdos, like on, you know what I mean, dealing with this certain type of weirdo. So yeah, what's his name? What's this guy's name? Yeah, brain freeze. So like I said, um, oh, oh, okay. Yeah. So brain free. This is why I said you're projecting because you're saying, oh no, you know, I'm trying to help you, or I'm not, you know, you're saying that you weren't projecting, but all of this stuff you're saying is coming from inside your head, not from inside of mine. I've never not once sat back and thought, man, I am alone talking to myself on a computer because I really love doing this. Like this. I love doing this so much that I used to do this when I didn't have a fan base. I used to make videos talking, like telling stories, talking straight into my phone when I didn't even have a fan base. I love this shit. This is love for me. Like and you're the one sitting there, but you're alone talking to a computer. Yeah, that's you projecting. That's you. So again, you know, I can't imagine how long you felt like you were alone talking to yourself on your computer. Forgot your name. Is your name Tucker? What's your name? Your name is not. You're not Tucker Plays. Tucker Plays a good person. Uh, what's your name? I don't even know your name. Yeah, I don't even know his name. Hmm? Just hit the gritty. That's a super chat request. Once we hit 50 in super chat, I'll hit the gritty. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't really know what the gritty is. Is it the nitty gritty? Is it like grinding? Mm-hmm. I didn't even see the comment, Ricardo Chavez. I wish I knew what comment you was talking about. Nigga. But yeah. Oh, snap. I forgot to put the damn link up in the second freaking live. My bad, y'all. I be forgetting the links. My bad, dog. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. Got you guys coming up fresh. All right, you guys, bringing up the chat. Ooh. Yo, W's in the chat to Merc. Hey, Merc, where are you from, Brody? You don't mind my asking. Let's see. All right, you guys, I just put the tip jar link up in the description. So if you guys want to super chat directly to your boy, you guys can click the link that's in the comment section, leads directly to my tip jar. Hey. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke, bitch. Hey, what's up, Steven? Oh, that's what's up. Hey, what's up, Victor? We telling stories. Hey, that's what's up, Bill. Appreciate you for drinking the beer to your boy. Yeah, it's actually quite sad what happened to Dr. J and the women. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach the next Super Chat milestone, which is 50 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys what happened to Dr. J and the women, bro. Because it's really, really sad, bro. Hey, Brain Free, where did you go? Or did you try to go find somebody else to gaslight? No, it's not about Randy in a dress. You know what I'm saying? It's worse than that. Man. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke, bitch. All the smoke. Bitch. Bitch, we want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We been breathing. Baby girl be talking shit, but she a heathen. She be talking crap, but I know she be creeping. She be off at the niggas' crib skeeting. I don't even care. Bad chicks, they be coming. Bad babies. She be hella running. I don't give a shit because she be dumb and talking smack. That's why she be running. Let's see. Love Sosa. Love Soda. That's my shit. This is like one of my favorite parody songs of all time. Love Soda. Pepsi's and the colas. Bang, bang. These bitches love soda. These bitches love soda. Pepsi, the colas. They put their drinks on coasters. Love soda. Hey. Pepsi or Coke? Coke. No Diddy. Bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. All right, yo. So type of 1 in the chat. If once we reach the Super Chat milestone, you guys wanted to tell you guys what happened to Dr. J and the women. And it's not even about him being in a dress. You know what I mean? It's why you can't find him on the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's to do with his channel. These chains real? Oh, absolutely not, man. I don't know. I got these as a gift. I don't know. Soda and sodas. They do it with Crayola. Yeah, boy. Was Brain Free trauma dumping? No, he was just being a weirdo. He was like trying to push his ideals off on us. Is that 50 Cent? Hell yeah, it is. Appreciate you for the compliment. Damn, that is awesome. I appreciate you. Snow bunnies versus angry black women. Snow bunnies, bro. I'm not chasing any angry woman. That's how that's how that one black guy lost his job in Hollywood, chasing a mad white woman. Hey, thank you, Kiribara. Thoughts on why people project? I feel like it's so normal that like no one should ever really be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty normal thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't see any real like, you know, I mean, I don't see any real problem with it. It's just funny. Do I still watch Jagged Salad? Not a whole lot. What's up, Jared Longmire? What's up, Gerald Longmire? All right, so I got another story for you guys. I don't know what. Oh. Hey, appreciate the compliments, Brodies. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah. All right, y'all. So, now, if you guys don't know, one of my previous assistants, they hit me up. Like, she hit me up, and I think she wants to hang out with me again and shit. And I'm not gonna do it, bro. Like, I'm not gonna do it. You wanna know why? Because she offered me a 2-dude threesome. That, I don't know why, man, but that's a deal breaker for me, bro. If I'm kicking it with a chick, bro, you know what I mean, and she try to come at me with some zesty type shit, then you know what I mean, that's just a turn off. You know what I'm saying? Straight turn off, bro. Straight turn off. I ain't got nothing for it. Let's see. Ayo, Jonathan the Gamer. They do it off of soda. Hold up. Bang, bang. They do it off of soda. That's what's up. Yeah. I got 2 lives popping off. You know what I'm saying? What if she makes it right by doing 2 girls, 1 dude? I'm not doing any of that. I just don't do that. You know what I mean? She can't make it right, man. The only way she can make it right is by never bringing another guy that, you know what I mean, like not bringing any of that around me. You know what I mean? And she probably gotta like, you know what I mean? She gotta clean my room for a month straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't do it. I'm not into it. It's not cool. Pineapples. Pineapples indeed. They do it off of soda. Duck will make you quack, boy. All right, y'all. So, let's see. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Gerald Longmire? Hey, what's good, Gerald Longmire? What's up, Kasani? What's up? Thank you for the compliment, bro. Yeah, I ain't doing none of that. All right, so I was kicking it with baby girl, you know what I'm saying? And baby girl came through, you know what I mean? Like we was chilling. And she gonna have that. I'll tell you guys a really, really funny story, right? It's a really funny dating story. So, I was talking to this one chick, man. You know what I'm saying? And baby girl was bad. She was an Asian chick, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point, she was one of my assistants, right? And when I first met her, she was all over me, right? I wasn't mad at it. Baby girl got good taste. I was with it, right? So nothing ended up going physical. So with that being said, she ends up becoming my assistant. So I'm paying her. She's doing her job. Everything's cool. She keeps like asking me to do stuff with her or whatever. Like, you know, whenever, you know what I mean? Like after work is over and shit. You know what I mean? And so what ended up happening was, you know, we would go out, like we would hang out or whatever, right? One day she asked me to go hang out with her. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I go to hang out with baby girl, and she takes me to this martial arts studio, right? When she takes me to the martial arts studio, she introduces me to the martial arts master there, right? And you know, she's like, and she wants me to train with her. So we're in there, we're training martial arts, and one thing I notice is the martial arts instructor, he's acting very, very, very jealous of me, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck is he jealous for? Like, what the hell happened? Like, what's going on? The dude keeps going out of his way to try to show me up in everything we do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Yo, what's good, Gamer's Edge? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Sophia? So she tells me that she was boning the dude, that she used to bone the dude, right? Oh, we used to bone. You know what I mean? Me understanding how females work, she obviously wants to make me jealous, right? Oh, you know, we're, you know, yeah, man, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she tells me she used to bone the dude. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, right? So, you know, she keeps going out of her way to try to like find a way to make me jealous of her, right? Jealous of her being around other men and all this other shit, right? So, you know, after a while of her attempts to make me jealous, I'm like, all right, you know what? I bet. So, we go to, where do we go? We went to, where the hell did we go? So, one day, we went to go get some sort of food. I forgot what type of food it was. We went to go get some food. So we go to get some food, and while we're there, you know what I mean, she just keeps on rubbing it in my face that she's with a different dude, that she's with this other dude. So I'm like, oh, okay, word. And I knew how much she liked me. I knew how much she had a crush on me. So I'm like, oh, word, okay, bet. So we go back to my crib, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, you know what I mean? Like, this chick was just being weird. Like, she, at one moment, she would be trying to sleep with me, and the other moment, she's telling me to get the hell away from her. She don't like me like that. Makes no goddamn sense. Type of one in the chat if you've ever had that happen when you were kicking it with a woman. You know what I mean? One minute she's all over you. The next minute she's yelling that she don't want to do stuff with you. It makes no sense. Type of two in the chat if that's never happened to you. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? So with that being said, yeah, I mean, the chick, she's like, yo, yeah, I'm saying, you gotta, what did she say? So she keeps on throwing it in my face, trying to make me jealous of this other chick and all this other crap, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, she was trifling. And it's just, you know, it's just dating. It's cool. So now we was trying to date, but you know, we was trying to talk to one another. But you know what I'm saying? Like her personality, like she would be hot and cold, and I would just be like, ugh. Yeah, you guys on running the bipolar females before. Everyone's had it. It happens to everybody. So with that being said, you know, baby girl keeps going this hot and cold bullshit and keeps trying to make me jealous and talk about other men in front of me. Oh, I'm with this guy, I'm with that guy, I'm with this guy, I'm with that guy. Okay, word? Okay. So I call up the stripper I was dating at the time, a really attractive stripper, and I have her come over. She comes over, and mind you, the chick that I told you guys about, she was always my assistant, always trying to make me jealous of other men, right? So I decided to flip the tables on her. I invite this other girl over, you know what I mean? Way better looking than the Asian chick. She slides through, you know what I'm saying? She comes up to my room. First thing she says to me is like, are you fucking that Asian girl out there? I'm like, no, absolutely not. Nothing's ever gone physical. We're just cool, right? So I got the feeling that she wasn't gonna like run any cheeks. But when she saw how bad my assistant was, she was like, yeah, I better run some cheeks. So we ended up kicking it or whatever. We messed around or whatever. And mind you, before we started messing around, my assistant keeps coming to my door, knocking on my door, trying to interrupt us to give me random shit. Oh, here's a card. Oh, here's some breakfast. Oh, here's the phone that's not even yours. Oh, we should collab on a video. All this random shit, right? So, yeah. So, hey, that's what's up, Arc Nation. Appreciate you, Ace. What's good? It's all good, Spooky. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, baby girl keeps coming to my door, you know, trying to get inside to see what's going on, knocking on it, bringing me food, shit like that. Shit she would never do when I didn't have a girl over. You know what I mean? Like, bruh. Okay, so mind you, when we was at the rewind back to when I first met this martial arts instructor that she introduced me to. You know what I'm saying? She's telling me, oh, how awesome he is, how much better than me he is. And the dude, I don't know what was up with him. He was like freaking out or going through something. But the homie, he keeps on like trying to impress her by like, you know, trying to impress me. And so, you know what I'm talking about. So what he does is, you know, he pulls out a thing of nunchucks and he starts swinging them or whatever. Right? He's like, yeah, but you can't do this. And then he hands them to me. And then I do the nunchucks, but because you guys know I like nunchucks, I'm better than him at the nunchucks. He snatches them from me. Give me those. Like, he was mad at me or something. I'm like, what? Like, what? You started this. So then, you know what I mean? He goes to do some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's like, yeah, bet you don't know this. You know what I mean? And he's like, tries to spar with me on the ground for wrestling. And I end up getting him in a rear naked choke or an arm bar. And he's like, no, that's not, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. And I'm like, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just normal. But yeah, that's kind of wild though. You know what I'm saying? For real. You would have to tell me more about that story, Ricardo. Yeah, homie was mad he got bested. I was like, bruh, like, I'm just trying to kick it, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't even never smashed the chick. What he mad for? Appreciate the compliment, you know what I'm saying? I'm human just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Do I Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu a lot? Not a whole lot. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. All right, you guys. All right, y'all. We're about to do the super chat request. You know what I'm saying? Probably about to get off of the live on the computer. Jump on the live on the computer. Jump back on here a little bit later on. Peekaboo. Bro, this is like my favorite song right now. Peekaboo by Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Do I like more? Do I like Kendrick Lamar or Drake more? Usually Drake, but this new album by Kendrick, fire.
Aye. What? Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 7.62s of make a plank. Peekaboo, popping out, you better smell my name. Peekaboo, put two foreigns on the 4-5. Peekaboo, catch your pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my little niggas off a rocker. Peekaboo, proud bitch, it's that nigga chicken cheese. Peekaboo, let me FaceTime my op, bitch, I'm up the street. Peekaboo, yes, AGs, I'm putting something to sleep. Peekaboo, on the ground, I praise God and start stumping feet. Peekaboo, put 10 on this face, bitch, my shit up playing. Peekaboo, I hit it from the back, I told her move her hand. Peekaboo, and saw my thumb in where her at. Peekaboo, on your top, I'm with God, bitch, don't look back. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, with all that fake shit. Hey, ain't the one to play with. Hey, pull off in a bam, double pop it, all that times. Mister, get off on your mans. If he hate you disrespect, you better follow up with hands. Losses to the neck, but now I'm trophied up, I'm saying like, boom, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand. The type of skits I'm on, you wouldn't understand. Big dog business, I would not hold your hand. Broke bitch business, I cannot be your man. Never got his ass whooped until we opened up that can. Damn, I ain't hoop me bands, I'm a slim. Jam freak bitch, I like my Mac touching, yeah, pet that opposite around me, I'ma turn it off. Heard what happened to your mans, not sorry for your loss. Should've prayed before them shooters came and nailed to the cross. I let your boy get a pass, bitch, you lucky you saw. For real. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. 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 Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Aye. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. 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 Huh?
They talking about nothing.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, that's my shit. Hey, that's my bitch. Nah? They talking about nothing. Oh, poor baby. Nah? I hope you grow up to have confidence as well, Just Jace. Sending healing energy to you, Just Jace. No. Yeah, that song hit real different. Do I like any other songs? Let's see. Not a whole lot of them. What's this song? Hell no. Squabble Up.
God knows. Double back like a deluxe. 50 deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a plate, they go beat him up.
This whole album went viral as shit. Whole album went viral.
Like I can, baby. Hey. Some making you correction, that's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take a G-pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. No, I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couples.
All right, you guys, I'm about to jump on the computer.
This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I admit that. Hey, black out. Let they act out. Yeah, I get that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Niggas said it's bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag beginning thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a boat. I'm prophetic. I see that.
God, Jesus, man. That's so viral. That is so insanely viral, bro. Won't be not enough. Oh, snap. How the heck? That's smart. That's wildin'. That's wildin'. Doesn't get more viral than that. Bust down. Not enough. Me too. Yeah, I tend to like Kendrick or Drake. Kendrick now. Used to be Drake. I used to love Drake stuff, man. It used to be all Drake, but you know what I'm saying? Like after, you know what I mean? Like after you see Drake on camera kissing 16-year-olds in the face, talking about some, I want to kiss you so bad, but I, you know what I mean? Like I want to, yeah, let me, and then kisses the whole way, kisses her anyway, a motherfucker. Ugh. Yeah, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that one, bro. Busted! Like I'm good on that one, bro. Like I'm all the way good, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, I guess he cool or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I ain't never seen Kendrick Lamar try to kiss no chick, that he ain't supposed to be trying to kiss on stage. So that's the person I'm going with. And that's just real. And somebody got to do it. Dang. Yep. Yeah, buddy. All right, y'all. So we about to watch some scary stuff. Found some new scary things. Bust down. All right, let's see. Music-wise, Drake's better. Yeah. Music-wise, I would say Drake is better. But, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Kendrick Lamar, man, he ain't on stage doing flimsy shit. I don't like flimsy shit. But yo, what you guys getting into today? Yo, where you guys from? Everybody. Hey, where you guys from? You're from Mustard. That's what's up. Ah, yes, Florida. Ah, yes, Houston. Ah, New York for BD. Two raw edits. That's what's up. Illinois for T-Raw edits. That's what's up. Hey, what's up, Ragnar? Hmm. Yeah. Fresno, California. That's what's up. You're watching from England. That's cool. Hey, what's up, James? What's good? It's my favorite song from him. Understandable. Hmm. Thank you for the compliment. Is Diddy really Kendrick's cousin? I did not know that. Hmm. You listen to an underground artist? Not really. Hmm. All right, Mike. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Buzz down. Turn the TV out. Turn the TV out. Hmm. Buzz down. Hmm. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys a little bit later, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Yo, Jonathan the Gamer. I'll be on in about 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I'll be on in about 20 minutes to do the super chat requests and to watch scary stuff. Come on in. Ha ha. Right, here I come. Thinking about it. Peekaboo.
Yeah, I had edited 2 ads. Got the bitches in.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, oh, I did something else for somebody else.
Understandable.
That's some creative director shit.
All right, cool. I'm about to end the live. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. I'll be back in a little bit with some scary things. Some scary things, man. Not a mercy.